a fight that
Here we go.
wants to be really aggressive. So I think if there is to be any chance, you need to see Quid and River playing at their best and on a
Sion,
super
Orianna,
aggressive
Bard,
duo
Asir,
where they can
Ryze,
really make
Wukong
things
are big
happen.
ones,
That is
Yunara
kind
is
of
a
the
big
recipe
one.
to
What
success.
do we do?
When 100 Thieves is at
Trade?
their best, and
I think we
they
should
need to be
trade.
at their best, they even have a chance.
Let's say they ban nothing here, just trade Yunara, Wukong, and Ryze. All trade, I think. Let's say they ban Kiana here or Poppy, just trade everything, I think. 2-for-1 trade. They ban Poppy, yes. So Wukong, Ryze, Yunara trade. Leave all three open and just ban something else. They ban Yunara. So they're trading Wukong and Ryze. What are they playing into Wukong? Jarvan? Sin? Kiana?
It's actually not
Own their
Poppy, so
Kiana?
that is a bug. That's
need
what I was trying to
to-
get your attention for. Because we're in-game in the client, it's an Alistar ban. So it's not a Poppy ban.
Okay.
Alistar
So
ban?
it's actually not showing correctly there. So just know that if Poppy is picked, it's not actually banned.
It's like the old school bans
Talia
that you
over
would do,
Ryze?
like
No
in
Ryze?
Season 1 League of Legends where not everybody had the champions. You just say Poppy is Alistar.
Talia Sin. I don't hate it, but we did give Wukong over. And they could go Ryze as well. Or Aurora. Actually, they wouldn't pick Aurora into Talia. But they could go Ryze into this. They could go Galio here. I think Galio not bad. If Quid plays it.
Quid, if he wants the
Victor.
matchup, could just play a control mage. You know, Victor obviously
Is
makes
that
sense
specific
as
to the
far
player?
as outrage,
Is that a Quid
but then
special?
you are looking for like scaling 5v5.
Corki.
You're not looking for early
The
action
opposite of what we
Silas.
said that we wanted to see.
This would be more what I would want to see.
Silas?
Is some
Really?
spiciness
Into Talia?
From
Okay.
Quid. Quid has always been a melee mid lane specialist.
Damn.
He can play the control mages really, really well. But
I thought that was a good
this is
matchup for the
him at his
Talia
best.
into
He's
Silas.
on
And
the
Ambessa without
melee
Renekton ban. That's
champ.
just a free
I
Renekton,
wanna
by the
see
way.
what
This
they
is the
get done.
sickest
They're
Renekton
playing
angle
best
ever, no?
dive.
They have triple
This is
melee
100
topside.
This is what
This
we wanted
Renekton
to
angle
see
is
as well.
crazy. You have a good
You're not
lane
gonna
and you
walk
just
Victor and
love
play
the
for
game,
a
no?
prime
Into this.
game
You
of League of
love
Legends
the game
and
as a
you
Renekton
want
here,
it.
I
You're
think.
just choosing to play on their
Aren't
territory.
you just
And for 100
completely
Thieves,
1v9 on
it's gotta
Renekton
be
here?
fast, it's gotta be furious. They gotta
I
play
think
like
so. I
family.
think so.
And
Renekton,
that's what I
Renekton.
want to see here in this first game.
We often describe
Yeah.
it, especially for fans that tune
That's
in,
nice. They gave us the
FIFA
freest
international
Renekton
as
angle
well.
ever,
We
no?
often describe
Good
this type
matchup
of
and good in the game.
dominance as turning the nameplates off, where 100 Thieves
I don't like the
care about
Silas or the
legacy
Ambessa blind
of
so
T1.
much
They
from
don't care
100
about who they're
Thieves.
playing against the Rift. They care about playing their game and
Just
looking
walk into that
to execute
Renekton, and I think you have a losing mid
day.
matchup,
The
so...
Renekton gonna be
Sure, you got the
answer,
Wukong,
a
but you
very
did
effective champion
get
into the Ambessa.
semi-counter pick on both roles, no? Like, Renekton is losing into Ambessa and Silas is a self-counter pick, so it's double counter pick in theory.
They don't know.
Anywho's, moving on. Caitlyn is a big one for T1. I think 100 Thieves should ban that. Then there's still Syra Khan, which is good for both teams, I would say. So Caitlyn, Syra Khan needs to be thought about, Kai'Sa needs to be thought about, but Guma doesn't usually go for that, right? So maybe you're looking at Sivir or something then instead. Karma ban. Nico? Nico Pryo?
Weekend in LTA, go to Worlds, upset BLG, and then they are
Nico Pryo?
rewarded with the most
Rakan ban.
brutal
So Syra Khan out,
gauntlet
Sigs
of
out.
teams
I think Caitlyn has to be
imaginable
banned here, or? Because they could just
we'll see
do
if they can
Nico on
kinda
4 and
keep
Caitlyn on
this
5.
last dance
But
running,
Caitlyn
because
into Ambessa,
we honestly
Silas,
thought we
Wukong,
were
I'm not
we'd seen The
sure.
last of 100 Thieves so long
I mean, Nico is really
ago,
strong here
we
for
never even thought They
sure.
were going to sniff Worlds, let alone make it here and take down the LPL #1 seed.
I mean, you're right on the money. They started out Summer Split with just
Sorry.
like a winless record. They swapped Dokla into the starting roster, and they've just been on this
There's a Nico
streak
ban.
ever since. Just this
I mean, you could get Caitlyn here with counterpick support, but a lot of the counterpicks are banned. Nico, Karma, and Bard are all banned. Alistar is banned, no? Alistar is all banned? Didn't they say Poppy ban was Alistar? Am I crazy? Corki blind, I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Already drafted by 100 Thieves, and Corki is the pick for
And
Gumayushi.
I just think banning out, these two supports.
Sivir
makes a lot
Lulu
of
would be
sense
good here, I
because
think.
You have to blind pick your bot lane, right?
Yes.
So you do not want to walk into a really dominant support matchup, as this 5th pick counter pick here. from
Lucian Braum?
area. Lucian getting hovered. I feel like I believe more the Sivir when you're talking about the pairing with all these melee champions. I could
Varus.
see Sivir, I could see Jhin, I could see things along those lines.
I'm so confused by what he said earlier. He said Alistar was banned and now they're picking Alistar.
These first 3 picks from 100 Thieves.
So they're just picking Sivir Alistar
Let's see
then.
where they want to go.
Is that Alistar?
So apparently the Poppy was Poppy, and it's the in-game client that we have
In-game
on,
client that's bugged?
on the laptop that's
Okay,
bugged.
so
Because
Poppy is
that
Poppy and
laptop
Alistar is Alistar.
says
Got it.
Alistar is banned and picked, but Alistar got picked, so he couldn't have been banned. So yes, Poppy is actually Poppy.
Varus
Poppy is
Alistar.
not Alistar. Alistar is
How is the
Alistar.
spectator client not bugged, but the in-game client is
I
bugged?
don't know. Don't worry about
That
it.
is crazy.
Don't
Braum
worry
is good
about it.
here,
It's
yeah.
fine. It's fine. We're not going to worry about it. It's Alistar
Braum is
Varus
good.
for 100 Thieves here in the bottom lane.
Yeah, this draft
They
was
are
very
still
confusing because
throwing in
of
yet another
what they said
powerful
earlier.
diver here
I
for
thought
Halo
Alistar was
with
banned the entire way.
Alistar. And the answer for T1,
But it actually wasn't. I like Braum. I think best you can do. They have a lot of melees. You can just tag everyone. Yeah, Braum, Sin together. Your lane is good bot. Not as big of a fan of the Leona.
So
It's self-counter
Braum would have
pick.
been good into the composition that 100 Thieves have, but T1 would have no way to reliably engage onto their opposition. They could have relied on the fact that
Like
100
someone who
Thieves
hasn't seen Faker's seismic shoves this tournament.
Okay. My point is, though, that
Yeah, I would have
by
preferred the Braum.
bringing out the Leona,
I don't like the
they
Leona
at very least
self-counter
have
pick.
ways to
Similar
start
to how
right
I
on
don't like
their
the
footing,
Sylas self-counter pick.
rather than relying on 100 Thieves to be the
But perhaps they're not a big fan of the
Big Goats
Braum
making a lot of
with
fans,
Corki.
this
Or perhaps they want
tournament.
some engage. I'm not sure.
On some of the Chinese social media
So they
sites,
just go
like
for Leona
over 6
anyway.
million views.
Yeah.
So definitely buying a lot of fans for himself.
I think Renekton
He's
looks
been
really
great
OP
ever
in
since
this
he's come
draft,
back,
I
you know,
must
in
say. And
CS:GO
Wukong, of course.
play.
Wukong always looks
I
OP.
remember interviewing him and talking to him the first week
Honestly,
back, and he talked
Wukong
about
versus
how
Renekton
he
game,
wanted
no?
to make the most out of his second
And Talia, I
place
guess, a
on
little bit
life as a
strong.
pro, that he
Corki's stronger than
really
Varus.
wanted
Maybe
not
T1
being
favored, yeah. Maybe T1
himself,
favored. But the Wukong is so
coming
OP.
into
Be careful, everybody.
wanted to change that, but up
Careful.
against T1 here, this team, yes, they are 1 and 2, but you never, ever can count them out. You know, I still have that feeling like they could just win the World Championship. They could start that run right here, right now. And Owner has been absolutely incredible. We have multiple T1 skins locked in 400 Thieves, though, against T1. I love it, man. We got T1 Sylas, T1 Varus. Was there any others?
I didn't keep track. All I saw was that T1, they're bringing out the most recent T1 skins.
Wait, are they playing T1 skins? Is that the comp? They just pick all the T1 champions? There's T1 Alistar now as well. Isn't there?
On the line. We started the last series off with a
Does he have
couple
T1
of
Alistar?
stats, and here in
No,
this
he
one, if you're a
doesn't.
T1 fan, you'd be happy to know that Owner is 1 game shy of a 75% win rate on Xin Zhao in pro play. He is 50-17 on this champion. Very, very effective.
Fighting mid
on
already.
it, as we're already scrapping a little bit here in the mid lane.
And I mean, that is terrible.
Come on, boys. Lock in, lock in, lock in. Let's be fucking locked in for this, yeah? Come on.
And at the center
Come on
of all
now.
the early game action here, you know,
Come on,
for
come on, come on, come on, come on,
T1, when you
come on.
look at
We
them
can
in
do
the
this.
LCK, Owner has just been an absolute monster. And you have to be able to kind of keep him down if you want to have any sort of success against T1. As Keria able to sidestep there. Hits him with the deaf thumbs up. One of my my favorite emotes, actually, the deaf llama thumbs up.
I always enjoy when both players emote at the miss because FBI also gave him the Keck W Braum to show, yep, I guess I missed that one. But I do want to see
No
how
funny
this bottom
swaps,
lane goes.
no
Varus,
wards in the
we
bot
always know, is
lane,
traditionally
so
a powerful
Alistar
laner,
lane
but
will really
Alistar,
struggle.
the exact opposite.
It's quite normal. Nothing out of the ordinary if the Alistar is losing lane here. But normally it's nice to have a ward, so I wouldn't be surprised if he dropped one soon. Like Alistar might ward his own brush or middle one right now, for example.
Not only the Swiss stage, but also the group stage.
Yeah.
You can see on your screen right now. This is
Faker
their
has Bryo.
10th world
I think that's
appearance,
normal.
and this
Pretty
is
sure
the
Talia beats
only
Sylas.
time in the organization's
Both junglers are patting
history
up,
they've
actually.
lost 2 games.
I mean, the stat alone sounds
Like, I understand Wukong doesn't want to
dire,
pat
but then when
bot
you
because he
keep
has
in
an
mind
Alistar
that it
lane,
is
but I'm surprised the
10
Sin is
years,
patting
a
top.
decade of
Maybe a lot of
worlds for
fighting top
T1,
lane this
and
game.
this is the first time that they've lost that second game before we get to the knockout stage. It does probably cause a little bit of nervousness in some fans, but T1 at Worlds
A lot of
is
fighting mid.
different kind of
Is
monster.
that Or?
Quid is down to
Has the
200
flash?
HP. Faker probably trying to at least force a flash here, throws another rock, and Quid has to
Nice.
flash level 2.
Yeah, just really nice unraveled
Self-counter pick, huh?
Faker. Quid was trying to play around the level up timer, and he got caught. As
He must really
was
like
trying
Sylas
kill
to
that
counter
last
pick
minion
himself
to get
like
level
this.
2. Faker had the E down right away. He goes into it, gets stunned, and that is a horrendous
Nice
start
last
for
thing
Quid.
as well.
His
Gets all
buy
of this
is a
now.
refillable.
Yeah, nice
He's down
last
a
thing.
flash,
Wow.
Faced with 5 CS. Not the start you want, especially when, you know, when people talk about strengths of T1, it is not Faker's laning phase that is generally looked at as one of them.
Yeah, I mean, this matchup was already going to be rough for Quid early on. I thought that maybe the good news was that at the very least they trade TPs, because it's still a very early TP coming through from Faker as
Thanks
well.
for
Only
finding
going to
that
grab.
silver lining,
Yeah.
Betty. Good
Good job,
You're welcome, man.
It's just that the early laning phase was so easy, he wanted to amp the difficulty.
Oh, that's
It's
true.
like when you start a new game, you're like,
Winning
"Ah,
top
maybe I'll
lane
try
and
it."
winning
Oh,
mid lane
it's a
for
little too
T1.
easy,
That
so
is
put
to
it
be
up to hard.
expected, I would
Because I really
say.
thought
That's
that
what Quid's
Faker
doing here.
actually could have just walked back to lane. He didn't
And bot lane
necessarily-
should slowly get in
Using
Alistar's
to make sure
favor.
he doesn't miss a drop of CS.
Like at this point, Alistar is stronger than Leona for sure. You can just stack your E like this on Leona. You can combo her like he did, or go for the Corki. I would go for the Corki myself instead of the Leona, because Leona is kind of pointless to hit. Like he should stack his E on Leona and then combo the Corki always. He should never combo the Leona there.
FBI's piercing arrow.
FBI did a really good job. He had Blight Stacks on
But
both,
anyway,
able to pop
this
both
matchup
of
slowly
the
Alistar
Blight
favored.
Stacks. They got off the
Leona,
area. Guma
not
is
that great in
really
Alistar,
low now.
I would say.
Yeah, FBI still looking.
Alistar,
You
just a
can
better
also see
version
River is
in many
hovering
ways.
around down this area. So 100 Thieves, they feel
Like the
confident
only
pushing
level
up
of
on the
advantage
top
is
side.
1
It's
and 2.
Doran
They're
Miller
diving top.
looking for the dive on the big dogs,
Doran
and
dies
it's
for it. No.
first
Oh, the
blood
Triumph.
to T1.
The Triumph
That
saved
is what
him.
a clean dive looks like. No
He would have died, no, without the Triumph? Was he not dead there?
First blood secure. And Dokla, there is very little he can
Maybe
do.
he would have lived
Expended
at
the
like
flash
1
as well, but
HP.
it wasn't enough to get
But the
him
Triumph saved him for
You can
sure.
see the kill win
Or like
onto
made
Owner,
it so
he's
that
up
he couldn't die for
300
sure.
gold.
Without
But
that, maybe
Doran,
1
just
HP or
because
dead, yeah.
he got that wave crashed in. Dokla dies as the
Nice
wave is
dive.
dying to the turret. So now Doran's up over 300 gold as well.
Really
Good
struggling
start
mid
here
top
for the
here for
team on
100
top side.
Thieves.
Really nicely done. And
They're swapping
this
with
is also
Corki to
great
top,
from
and
T1
Doran
because
TP'd
not
bot
only
and
did
has a
they
freeze.
both have
And Ambessa
dive,
already TP'd
their
top. Oh my
bot
god,
lane
they're
was kind of
cooked.
in a lot of trouble.
They're
Guma had been
cooked.
put very low, but
Ambessa
they can now
died,
cover
TP'd
bot
top.
side
Corki
because
swaps,
Doran's
Renekton
TP'd
TP's
there,
bot and freezes the
and
wave.
Guma
Varus
walks
has to
top and
base.
now
No
laning
one
into
can fix the
Dokla,
bot
who's been
wave.
put very far behind. So this is really
This is
huge
cooked for
T1 all
for
off
100
this
Thieves, by the way.
dive, despite
T1
the
smurfed on
action
them
from
with the swap.
Owner.
The swap was
Bails
crazy
out
good.
the T1 bot lane and allows Doran to
Look
get
at bot
out with
wave
it.
when he shows. Look at bot wave.
Really important as well, because on the top side of the map, Guma can hold the
Like
wave.
Ambessa can always crash this wave, but bot wave is frozen. Varus is losing so much. Look at this wave.
In a really good spot for
They're
Doran.
cooked.
Notice that it's actually pushing towards
Insane
him
swap by
because
T1
he
here.
held it after the reset had come through.
Nice.
FBI should
Nice
be
call.
able to push this one out, but
I guess the trigger for that is Ambessa TPing back top, right? Because then you can just TP bot and swap. You kill her top, she has to TP back, and then you swap.
Help get this wave shoved in a little bit there. Quid will take the last hit with the Q on the minions. Just make sure
Sorry.
that one gets all shoved in.
Up one
T1
CS mid.
Honestly,
There
have
you
to
go.
just play the lane
T1
out now.
trying to go in after
Like
Dokla
Varus
here
can't
now
base
with
again. He just ran all the way bot to get basically nothing because the wave was frozen. So if he base again and run top, he's out of the game. So he just has to stay bot now, and Ambessa has to stay top. I feel like this is hard winning for T1. Honestly, if they dive Ambessa here,
Danger is if you get redove.
game is over, no?
Getting dove once, losing some of the CS really sucks.
I don't think
If you get
Renekton can
redove,
die unless he
you're out of the
trolls. He has
game as
ult as
Dokla,
well.
so
But
they
Ambessa
gotta
can
make sure
die.
that he can
I think the
collect
Wukong
this
has to
wave.
catch.
That is
Sorry,
real
cover top
objective
so he
on
can
the
catch.
top side. Doran
Wait.
6 though.
Yeah, he's got the dominus. He's taken the 1v2 and he's taking it aggressively. Ayla jumps in for the headbutt. Pulverize. Doran flashes forward. FBI flashes away. Doran with enough fury there. Call the meek.
Smurfing on weak side. Smurfing on weak side.
A tale of two top laners as Dokla can't even approach the wave.
Not diving top, but getting Drake. They're smurfing on them. Smurfing on weak side. Good swap. Nice dive top. Getting the Drake. Faker having a good laning phase. They're smurfing on them.
Seems like he fully avoided
They're owning them
that
everywhere.
With the Blight Stacks there from FBI because 100 Thieves thought they could re-engage off of that initial play and weren't able to thanks to the nice flash from Doran.
Back to top with Corki while still getting the Drake. This is insane for them. Sadly, Hextech Soul cancelled his recall. Hextech Drake, sorry, cancelled his recall. It has splash damage or like it bounces between you. So Faker's recall gets cancelled there by Owner tanking the Drake. It has some like bounce sting or splash sting, whatever. That Drake specifically.
They're going to keep putting the Varus into this Renekton. Ayla, with his TP,
I really think 100 Thieves gotta get to top lane, no? Aren't they like they're struggling like crazy in this lane swap, no? They need to get to top lane, otherwise they're gonna give grubs as well. I'm surprised they're not swapping here. Why didn't Varus walk top and Ambessa walk bot? What are they gonna accomplish bot? They're never gonna dive their Renekton, and they're gonna give the grubs over. I'm surprised they don't swap here. Like the first one I get, because Ambessa dies and has to TP back top, so Varus has no choice but to walk bot and play out the laning phase. 1v2 or 2v1, I guess.
Ambessa from behind.
But now they actually had an opportunity to swap and they didn't take it, which means they're just giving the grubs. For free, probably. I'm surprised. Ambessa is really suffering and Renekton can easily survive. Don't really like this from 100 Thieves here.
And it's one of the most frustrating experiences in League of
Like what are
Legends,
they,
knowing
like
that
they have to
your
cross
only
almost,
option
you know,
is to
from
sit
bots
there,
and contest the
watch the
grubs.
minions
Giving
die,
grubs here
and
feels
simply
so
wait
bad.
your turn.
But Wukong is actually contesting up there, so Alistar should cross. Where is Varus? I cannot see. Is he behind the world's icon on the bottom right, or what is he doing? Is he base? Is he walking with Alistar? He's with Alistar. So they're full shifting. But now if Renekton push bot and T1 just say, give them grubs or wait a little bit until someone has to go bot. Like who is catching bot? No one. Unless Sylas TP. You just give this as T1 and you take the plate bot lane and force them to lose wave. They're never gonna take this fight. Bot is open. Yeah, he's teaming bot now. Now they can, now they can, now they can. Fight, 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 fight. He's teaming out.
Okay, T1
Nicely played by T1, no? Nicely played. They got one grub. And bot plate, and they lost bot waves. Nicely played.
So 2 grubs over to 100 Thieves, 1 for T1. And again, whenever you split the grubs, even for the team that got 1, it doesn't feel that bad just because the big thing is getting the little Void Mites if you secure all 3. So yes, 100 Thieves is going to get credit towards the feat of Monster slaying on that one, but the grubs still get split. And T1
now Corki goes bot, and they're playing for Drake in 230. Very nicely played by T1 here.
Look at that. Look elsewhere.
TP with Leona, Spellbook.
Look at this 83 gold lead in mid lane. What about that?
Oh, that's gone.
I mean, well, okay, well, I will for now just
Game looks good for T1 here, I would say.
That's valid. True. I do just briefly want to go back to that Renekton. Level 8 on Doran. Dokla just now getting to level 8. Nice
Drake in 2 minutes.
Dokla,
Fighting here, but enemies 5 maybe. No flash Wukong. And no ult. Right? He ulted as well. Yeah, ulted and flashed. So Talia ult for Wukong ult flash. That's worth it for sure. And Varus just skipped bot wave. Like, look at the bot wave. He's just dying to tower. Varus was hovering the mid play and he skipped bot wave to be there, potentially. So small win outside of the fight as well on bot lane.
Was holding the wave to try to get farm, but problem is
if he gets dove here, his game is over now. He has TP, but he's already behind. He can't die here.
And I just don't think that Dokla can really do much about it.
He can't die here. His game is over.
We'll see right now. He wants to step forward, try to clear out some of that wave a little bit, but Doran immediately popping the Dominus as Owner's ready to try to show up. Dives in with the
nice buffer on the ult.
Execution from Dokla. Owner's gonna die.
Well played, Dokla.
Dokla stays alive for now. Doran's gonna try to pick this one up a little bit, but Doran's gonna die.
Well played, Dokla. Well played, Dokla. That buffer on the ult was insane. Because that reaction time is basically no reaction time, right? The Xin Zhao owner in this case, he stacks his Q on the tower, so he has Q3 ready. The reaction time for Q3 is basically 0. That's insta-hit. So being able to buffer ult there is kind of crazy. It's almost like a preemptive ult, you know, from Dokla.
And then hits him with the ult, he stuns him under the tower to take him down.
Nice buffer.
But the action isn't over yet.
He's fine as face rush, and Wukong has an ult. He's fine, he's fine. That's huge for the game for 100 Thieves. Like, they needed that so badly. If that's a clean dive, I think his game is just over. That's a nice buffer on the ult.
I mean, this was really nicely done. He forces Doran to use the ulti early, but Faker
solo bolo.
Solo killed by Quid. 100 Thieves are coming to life.
Wait.
I hope we get a replay of that one. I gotta see how Quid found this. 100
we do have TP on Talia. It's okay, it's okay. Everybody calm down. Calma, calma.
And it looked like
we have TP on Talia. Drake is up. We can still play this. Calma, calma.
Gentlemen, 100 Thieves are playing with the name plates off. They do not care what they're facing.
They're gonna trade for top tier 1 though. Be careful top. We have no Renekton ult. They're gonna dive top with Alistar ult. Uh-oh. They have 2 grubs as well. Please be careful top. Please be careful top. No, 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 no. It's too late. He can't leave anymore. He's dead. Alistar has ult. Oh shit. Oh shit. And now they're gonna hit top tier 1 with grubs. Oh shit. They lose the Drake though, like T1 get Drake here, but this is a lot of plates top, no? Does Sylas get dive? Does Sylas get dove? That's a huge one. Alistar is coming to cover. Can't actually enter. Okay, small trade back, small trade back. I'm surprised the Wukong is not hitting top tier 1 here. I feel like Wukong could just take this tower with Ambessa.
Is they're still finding gold on the map.
Like, I get that Alistar base in cover, but if Wukong hit top tier 1 here, it's like 1 plate left only. I'm surprised he doesn't do that. He has Sheen as well. He just one-shots that tower with Q. Auto Q Sheen proc, auto Q Sheen proc. He one-shots that tower, by the way, the Wukong, if he hits that. Small mistake, in my opinion, to not hit tower there with Wukong.
Absolutely are. We can see this one more time. The seismic shove is there. But Quid gets the
wow, the Q does so much damage. No? Max Q on Sylas? I guess so. Melee versus ranged. Dead again. You can ult out, you can ult out. Oh, Gabi, Gabi. Gabi. Genshaneo. Focus, focus.
up here on the top side. We're going to get yet another
Wait, Wukong is here. Careful, no?
Stridebreaker now completed for Doran, but again, that eclipse from Dokla is so strong. River coming in for the Cyclone. Keria wants to save his top laner, but it's too little. It's too late. 100 Thieves lead the game 6-2.
Dokla has done a legitimately amazing job to be able to come back from the incredibly difficult situation he was in. He's dove early. The wave is frozen on him. He's lane swapped into a 1v2 way behind, and now has clawed his way back into a 500 gold lead, into a level advantage.
I mean, they're making some good plays now. Like, you gotta give it to them. Like, 100 Thieves are actually making some good plays. Like, that top dive for the Drake was a really good play. A lot of teams would just semi-contest the Drake or do nothing and lose Drake for free, but they actually dive top for it. Of course, the biggest moment was when Ambessa 1v2 saved the play on the dive that could have been just 1 for 0. She got a 2 for 1. But they're not playing that. Like, they are making some good decisions. 2 Drakes down though. So T1 always has that as an angle to win this game. Just play for Drake.
The definition of a vibes team.
But this might be a game, you know. This might be a close game.
Ridiculously confident. You can see the graphics there. I can't quite read it.
Yeah,
it's showing that they're a violent team.
Yeah, we're just talking about the kills per minute here.
What is warfare percentage?
1 kill per minute for 100 Thieves, and
CK per minute is
that T1 played
what?
in that play-ins match.
CK per minute, kills at 14,
so
warfare percentage.
Pretty scrappy. 100 Thieves making this one very PvP heavy early.
No flash, nice proto belt.
Nice abscond to get out of the way
nice
of the
proto belt.
seismic shove. That means that T1's attempt on him isn't going to work. And honestly,
I think we got a game on our hands here.
100 Thieves solo laners here in this game after 15 minutes of play.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Quid, good use of the rocket belt there. Barely gets out to the other side of that seismic shove. Otherwise, I think he is very likely dead. Has no flash. Owner was coming in. And 100 Thieves just trying to keep the ball rolling here. The big question is, can you actually stop
first tower, right?
T1
this is first tower.
Dragon, right?
Is that feats? It's feats, no?
Spot, but T1 did get 2 early dragons. They're about to take the first tower here as well.
No, they still need objective.
This
One more.
dragon is going to mean so much for the game. If T1
Herald or Drake give them feats.
It's going to be so tough, I think, to play out the game from
It's 2-2 in objectives for the feats. You can see it up here. This is tower, this is kills, and this is the objective thing. So first tower to T1, first 3 kills to 100 Thieves, and now it's 2 objective to 2 objective. So last objective not only is huge for the game, right, because it's third Drake potentially, or 100 Thieves stopping the Drake stacking, but it's also feats. This next Drake is fucking huge, by the way. It's either soul point for T1 or they stop the Drake stacking and feats for either team. This is huge. This next Drake is fucking enormous, by the way. Can they win a fight here? Who is stronger for this fight? Cork is pretty strong, but he doesn't have mana immune yet. No redemption yet on Alistar. Redemption finished on Leona. Full item on everyone else. I'm low-key feeling 100 Thieves for next fight.
I'm really interested to see, can Ayla actually get to
Maybe if Alistar can get redemption. That's a big one. If he doesn't have that. 25 seconds. He doesn't have it, I think. Could that be the game changer? Keria having redemption and Ayla not having it for this fight? Because everything else looks pretty 100 Thieves favored, no? Sylas, Wukong, and Ambessa are really strong for this fight. I don't think Talia is that strong here. And neither is Corki. How do we do this? Can't give this. Come on. Lock in, lock in. That Wukong looks really scary. Renekton has a base TP right now. Hopefully he has something good in base. 100 Thieves are already 5, basically. He's gonna TP right now.
Nice little bit of poke coming out from FBI. TP coming
Who has guaranteed smite? Mostly Wukong, no? Mostly Wukong. Nice wall by Talia. Finish, 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 finish. Silence on the flank, though. Be careful. Careful flank, careful flank. He flashed on him, but he flashed out Drake. Wukong got it. 100 Thieves win this, no? Got it back, got it back, got it back. Back, 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 back. Or 4v5, possible? Nice shove! He didn't flash it. Stridebreaker. That shove by Talia was huge, but the Varus got a flash that, no? The FBI got a flash that.
Wind becomes lightning, but he can't quite make it strike.
Still playable? Or are they overchasing? Are they overchasing or is it playable? It's playable. Got Sylas as well. How did they win that? How did T1 win this? How? I mean, Drake was the most important thing. But how does T1 win that? That's 4v5.
Had a beautiful start to the fight.
This is just 4v5. How do they win this? Like, Keria is dead before the fight really starts. Nice play by Alistar as well. Doran has to flash out. How did they win this? Is it just the shove on the Varus? That's it? Doesn't flash that? That's it, no? If Varus flash that, they win this. Or do they still lose this? Do they just lose 4v5?
So good as well because Ayla, he got a beautiful flash.
Like, Leona was not in this fight.
How
do they win
going to come in with the follow-up, but Doran made it so
Crazy.
difficult for the rest of 100 Thieves to
I mean,
follow
Drake was
up
the
on
most
that
important,
engage,
all things considered.
which meant that T1 could buy enough time to disengage and find the re-engage, and then they hunted the Thieves down into their own jungle, closing that kill gap.
Like, 100 Thieves are probably still fine with that. Sure, they lost the fight, but they got the Drake. That's feats and stopping the stacking of T1 as well. Like the fight is important, but Drake is most important for sure.
Execute on and give themselves now over a 1,000 gold lead. There's no Baron on the clock for another 5 minutes.
Honestly, not having Redemption was a huge deal, no? Like, imagine that same fight if they had Redemption. They just hard win that, no? If they had Redemption. Or am I crazy? They just hard win, no? Like, imagine Leona dies to the Sylas and you just Redemption everyone to full. It's 5v4, you just hard win. Actually, such a huge deal not to have Redemption there. On Alistar.
And try to turn that into something more, but you're right, it's about Otacon now, and 100 Thieves trying to get up there.
I'm also surprised he has Mercs instead of Tabis. Isn't Tabis way better here? Sinsaw, Renekton, Corki, and you have ult to get out of CC? Isn't Tabis just way better than Mercs this game, or am I crazy? It's better, no? For Alistar?
Going to be defensible for long anyway, so I think that's a totally reasonable choice.
And the top lane tier 1 tower on T1's side is also just barely hanging on. A big thing about
doesn't really matter. I'm tunneling on small stuff. Let's open our eyes for the big picture. And the big picture is Atakan is up top side. Everyone click top now. We need 4 people top now. 1 person mid now. T1 are actually starting this, by the way, and they don't know. They don't see this. They don't know. They're slowly checking, but they might be too late, by the way. This might be gone. He's gonna Talia wall as well. Talia wall, Talia wall, Talia wall. Now. Yep, it's gone. They're late. Does he steal this? Oh my god, he stole it. Okay, at least they win. At least they win the fight. Still no redemption on Alistar? 21 minutes, no redemption on Alistar? How does Alistar not have redemption yet? It's 21 minutes into the game. Now he got it. I feel like it's so big not to have redemption for these fights, or? He didn't have redemption here either. He just bought it after this fight. But they were so late to this. Same like the VKS BLG series. Like, the good teams are just always early. Always. The pace of the game is faster than the lesser teams. The lesser teams just feel slow, you know? Just late in general. A little bit late in general, always.
100 Thieves, sure, you're feeling good about getting these last 2 objectives, but that gold lead is nothing to joke about.
Oh,
T1
that's 4k gold lead now. The classic T1. One fight into get everything. But imagine Alistar has redemption for this fight and the past fight. Or they're here a little bit earlier, how much better it could be. He actually steals this, but it could be so much better, you know? Redemption, being here a bit earlier. Now it's just full panic mode.
But 100 Thieves are clumping up into this small space, and Guma's doing so much damage from the Tribe Rush.
And I mean, the biggest difference is Quid's just not there, right? Quid is walking for base the entire fight. It's a 5v4, so you get in, you take the Otacon, you almost kill those people. If Quid was there, they're probably
at least
just
it looks like they're a little bit more in
instantly.
time for the Drake.
Great engage from Dokla, but T1 forces
Still
the
10k.
objective. Once again, they start up the dragon.
Split though, but I guess Sylas on the flank is alright.
He's gonna steal a good ult.
This could be a nice wall again. I don't think they can finish in time though. This looks fine for 100 Thieves. Can they fight this? Does Silas get one shot? Doran is just tanking everyone. Does he even die? Wow, close. 1 for 1. Redemption comes in late, very late. Label? No. Nice shove by Faker. Did he hit that? Ooh! Nice snipe. Why didn't Alistar Redemption earlier? He can't combo their stones. He can't combo their stones. Ooh, movement. Has to combo, has to combo. Combo. You're gonna die. Combo.
It's a 4 for 2 plus Drake for T1.
T1 play at the edge of
It feels like they're just outplaying them, or like every fight they're just outplaying them.
So close that at a single moment the
Honestly, they can win these fights, 100 Thieves. They can, I think. But it's small stuff, you know, it's Redemption being late. It's that Silas E not hitting. It's flashing late on the Silas.
But I gotta give credit.
You know what I mean? It's small stuff, really.
Faker getting a little bit
Nice,
nervous
Sonya.
about that Q, and now he's getting TP'd on, and he has no stasis
He knows.
and no
No?
flash.
Now he realized. He realized so late. Shit. Help. Help me! Help. Oh, nice movement. Wait. Nice.
It means Quid's chance
Okay,
for
nice.
that kill is gone.
I mean, Dokla just keeps getting into the backline in these fights. But the
Like, that was a
Wukong
really
never
close
get there
fight.
with
That was
him.
just
The
small
Silence can
details,
never get
really.
there with him.
Nothing
He
more.
hits the
Small
ulti on the
details.
Faker.
Redemption a little bit
Himlo
better.
got
Maybe they win.
Gumalo, got the barrier out. But they need that
Silas a little bit
assistance
better,
to
maybe
be a
they win,
solo
yeah.
mission from Dokla. Ayla's looking
Small
for
details.
Yeah, Ayla knocks Owner up into the air.
Sin cannot be focused, or? I guess Talia is not here and neither is Renekton. Yeah, maybe good. T1 should run. T1 should run. Run. Actually, yeah, run. Oh my god, Baron just spawned! Baron just spawned!
T1 is down as Baron spawns on
Wow.
Hunter's Rift. 100 Thieves have 5v3,
Yeah.
and T1 wants nothing to do with Baron.
They
Oh,
gotta give
shit.
it up. What an engage from Ayla there is 100
Okay, nice pick.
Thieves
That was a really nice pick by
finds
100 Thieves, no?
before the
Right
spawn
before the
of
Baron.
here.
I didn't even think about
He
this.
says, "You
Is that
got too
the
far.
trigger?
We know
Baron is
that
spawning, kill
Faker's back
jungler?
in base. We know that the rest of T1
I guess it's
isn't
Talia
here to
basing, no?
support.
That's the trigger.
So they just force it. Dokla hits another
They
great
know that
offer
Talia
down
has to
on
base
Owner. They take
from
him
before.
out, and then Dora
So
TP
T1
in.
is
100
technically
Thieves made the
overstepping
call.
because Talia has to base from the play before, so they can't go aggressive in river.
100 Thieves
Had to play
so
more
much
safe here
resilience
while Talia's
as
basing.
they do not slow down in any game
Now they have
that
Baron.
play.
To be fair, soul point for
Every
T1 though, and by the
opportunity
time
they
Drake
push for,
spawns,
every
Baron is
fight they
basically
will
out,
look to
right? It's
take.
out like 1
And that
second
fight
after Drake
could very
spawn.
well have been a game
So T1 can
changer.
still play the Drake.
T1
They just need to
hold on
survive
the
now
gold
for 2
lead
minutes
now.
and then play the
It's
Drake.
Owner and Gumayushi,
Slow
while
and
a lot of
steady,
this
boys.
gold is
Slow and
sitting,
steady.
but I
Survival
keep
mode
turning
until
my
Drake, and then we play the
attention
soul.
to man in
Come
the
on.
mid lane. Quid getting closer and closer
Can give
to
this tier
level
1
16. The
and give
standing
bot tier 1
goal
as
of
well.
this mid-tier 1,
And then
the
defend the
bot
tier
tier 1,
2s.
These towers are up for grabs. 100 Thieves are not down and
It's
out
gonna come
just
down to the
yet.
Drake.
Okay, so Faker's
They're not gonna be able to end on this Baron. Like at best they get bot tier 1 here and maybe a tier 2, but I don't even think taking it a tier 2. It's just gonna be bot tier 1 and that's it. Renekton doesn't have TP, they should play more aggro. They should just fucking send it. Do they know Renekton has no TP? They know, no? They should just go. Go fucking send it. Wait, they know, no? Renekton TP to the last fight. They should know he has no TP. They should know, yeah, they should know. They can just go in. Okay. Like, I understand why he's going for that.
Not the fight they wanted.
To be fair, now no flash for Wukong when it comes to Soul. Like, I understand the play, but I guess you have to think one step further. It's a good play, in theory, but you need your flash for Drake, no matter what.
While they were fishing for that fight, a flash commit from River was very deep when they should have just focused on securing this tower. This Baron has been a great neutralizer as they've closed that gold gap.
It's all
Been
about
able to
Drake.
secure a couple
115.
of extra
It's all
items.
about the
A
Drake.
little bit
Come
too
on.
deep there from 100 Thieves.
I mean, I think he maybe thought Ayla
My
was
heart.
going to be able to get in behind him, but that is such a big mistake actually by River because now you do not have Flash for the pivotal fight, for the soul fight. That is likely to decide the game here. If T1 gets that, I think it's lights out. So that is going to be a massive resource missing now for them. Also have to note that not only is it the Seekers that's broken, Faker's not even building towards Zonius.
The key thing for both sides is 100 Thieves
They're checking?
looking to dive onto
I guess
that
can, yeah.
backline. having good angles to flank from, having those flashes available.
Honestly, is this contestable for T1? Look at the setup. It's not contestable, no? Go from both sides? It's what I said before, you know, if you're a losing team, like the one without control, it's always better to go from the outer side of the objective. So you can see T1 in this case, instead of going from this or this in mid, they go from bot try. And normally it's not warded and it's not guarded. Therefore, the Sylas gets caught and now it's just GG. Or does he have flash? He can't flash out, he's dead. But Leola might die for it. Is Alistar dead too? Maybe playable for 100 Thieves actually. No, not playable. Actually? Maybe? Wow, he kills the Corki there and he's out! He's out! What? He killed the Corki and got out! How? What? How did he kill the Corki and get out? That's crazy, by the way.
Taking out 3 for 2, and
they have to give now.
One of the 3
what?
is the enemy jungler. Faker trying to save things, trying to look for
this is just 100 Thieves now.
To
actually, does Carry have TP?
No,
they give.
Here. The
they give. How did Ambessa kill the Corki and get out?
Sure
what? Replay. But you see what I mean? Objective, if you're the team with no control or a little bit behind, you go from the outside, low chance warded, low chance guarded, and therefore the Sylas gets caught. That should be a winning fight for T1. They one-shot the Sylas and still lose the fight. It's not warded, it's not guarded. He just face checks and dies. How do they win the fight? How is this a close fight? What happens? He's literally won.
Targets Kuma, and that was enough for Dokla to clean up the fight.
Yeah, Dokla has just been teamfighting
how?
Beautifully.
Is this just Ambessa or what? Ults the Corki, tanks 3, kills the Corki, flashes out. What?
Flashes out and is able to survive every fight. Dokla has hit a good ulti in on the backline.
Shit.
Look at the emotions on the 100 Thieves coaches there. Golden Glue, huge
this is a game. It's a game.
They are still in it. This game is almost dead even, but still it is on
Calma. Everybody calma.
Fight this late in the game.
130 Baron.
Really could decide it.
Kuma had a 2k gold lead over FBI. FBI finally reclaims the gold advantage. 4 items finished for this lethality Varus. The gold is dead even. 100 Thieves
Baron 1 minute.
to make magic happen.
Remember what I said. Objective, if you're a losing team with no control,
Some huge
this side. This is the side.
Now obviously has that Zonias did actually complete it before that last
top try. Top try is everything if you are the losing team. Let's see who has the control here. Control is everything. T1 right now with a little bit control. Might get pushed off soon though. Control is everything here. Space is everything. Who has the river? Who has the wards? Getting swept now. I think Carry has the base for new wards right now. Right now he has the base. And 100 Thieves will take over the space. So I think T1 should enter from top side after it's base of Leona. Leona's gonna base now, then we go top try. Come on, boys. Give the space mid, give the space on ramp. It is what it is. Let's go from top try. They're pinging it, you see? Question mark ping up here. They're thinking about it this time. He failed the ward. He failed the ward. It's not in the brush. He failed it. It's not in the brush. I like this from top try. I like this. But he put a new one. He put a second one. They have a ward now.
They're gonna 31 minutes of play.
They have zero control T1 here. Basically zero. Look, the ward again, you see? You see it? No, my camera's in the way, no? He did the ward again, Carrier. It's behind my camera. Whoa. I need to try that ward more. That's a good ward. Failed, Carrier no flash. Leona will miss as well.
But there's no damage done by T1. 100 Thieves are still disengaged.
Carrier did the carry award. It's no longer there. But he had that one over like the banana wall again that I practiced in practice tool the other day. I don't think you could see it because of my camera. But basically next to banana, he put it right over the wall and the pink doesn't spot it. I will show you on replay after this game. Please remind me if I forget, okay? That ward is so important. I need to learn that one right now. Right now I need to learn that ward. That ward is insane. Anywho's, focus. Still the Baron dance and 140 for Drake. I think the teams might just drop wards on Baron and then start playing bot side because Drake is honestly more important than Baron here. Especially the soul for T1 is huge.
My goodness, the level of confidence he was playing at the edge there, he was forcing
100 Thieves are clicking Baron, but I don't think they're gonna do it. It's gonna slowly turn into bot side. Unless they pink the Baron now, because then T1 see nothing. They're starting again, but they have a ward.
T1 once
They have a
again.
ward.
Okay.
They have to drop.
Doran's gonna be the first
Or?
to see what's going on here.
Are they
Quid
forcing
not
this?
gonna hit Abscond, abduct. T1 needs to try to
They're
approach
forcing
this.
it. No, no,
The
they're
Baron
gonna
is
drop.
dropping
They're gonna
again,
drop.
down
They're
to
gonna
half HP already.
Or?
Owner over the wall.
Redemption
River
then.
has been winning the smite fights here so far in this game.
They're not dropping.
Looking to
Flash
be
in.
away now as they
Failed.
charges in for the
Alistar is
headbutt,
deep.
but it's not gonna connect.
Alistar is
Now
deep.
gonna be the
But
target here.
Carry has no flash. Carry is dead, by the way.
Carry is first to die.
Nice engage by
River
Wukong.
gets the first kill. River's going to the back line. He wants
Oh my god, they get
Faker
wiped.
T1's
They get
kill
wiped.
River, but
T1
what about the
lose.
rest of the fight?
They get
Quid in the
wiped.
back. Faker
It's
staying
GG.
alive, trying to kite him out. Don't
The shove was huge! Wow!
Thieves.
Wow, that shove, by the way. Replay, replay.
T1.
Oh my god, I thought they lost.
Best team in the world. So many years.
I thought they
for
lost.
exactly
How
this
did they win
reason.
this? Was this not a wipe? Was this not a wipe or what? It looked like they were gonna get wiped. They had GA on Sin. Like Carry is dead here. Guma gets caught. And Owner goes down to GA. How is this not a wipe? How is this not a wipe? It's a Talia spell, no? Right now, 3-man. Wow! That shove! Woo! Wow! Talia combo twice, by the way.
Pushes into melee range of the Renekton. The flick gets all three, and Doran's like, welcome
Was it
to
game?
the
No, it's Drake.
Beatfinder.
Soul. Okay.
Baron
Okay.
is
Calma.
secured. The soul will be
They get Baron and
secured.
Drake. Okay, that's
And
game.
just
Most
like
likely that's
that,
game.
T1 will snuff out the hopes
Is
of
that just
100
Faker diff in that fight or what? How do they win that fight? Carry a one-shot. Guma one-shots. Guma is one-shot. Owner is in GA. Owner in GA. Guma is dead and Carry is dead. It's 2v5. How did they win 2v5?
It's gone from on a knife's edge to
What?
firmly now in the favor of T1.
Was that just Faker diff? Was that Doran diff? How did they win 2v5? We gotta rewatch that fight a few times. That should have been a wipe. Or? I feel like that's a wipe, by the way. Isn't that just GG right there if they play a little bit better? Or like what happened? I need to watch that later. Later. Calma. Focus on the game.
Let's see if he can lock down.
They're 4-1. Talia is mid and everyone else bot. Pushing to end here a little bit.
I mean, it's going to take a miracle at this point, this far behind.
As long as he doesn't
like
get
you
caught
said.
mid, I think they have a good situation. He doesn't have TP to connect though, but he does have ult, so it's okay.
Their team fight, their Baron, them on
I don't think they end on this
Very
Baron,
different
but they will
story,
definitely
now
take a
T1
lot.
looking to put the finishing
Like
touches
double inhib at
on
least, I
this
think.
game number one.
If 100
Soul
Thieves
plus
do not put up a
4K
fight.
advantage, you know, that's basically 10k worth of stats and good ways to apply it. The Corki poke is going to
Talia's
be
gonna wall
such
here,
a
maybe.
problem here
Look at
now
Talia
for
positioning.
100
Look at
Thieves.
Faker.
T1
There's a wall coming right now
in the bottom
on this
lane.
wave.
No Guardian Angel
Right
on
now.
Owner, so he
No,
will
he's
have
going
to
mid
be
again.
a little bit more
He should have pushed mid wave
careful with
then,
his front lining.
before,
As
I
100
think.
Thieves group up as 5. They know their
They need to time the wave, you know? Bot wave need to crash with mid wave at the same time. Like right now, bot is not there, but mid is crashing. They need to time the wave together.
The great equalizer, the Elder Dragon. They have to hold on.
Because now they can defend mid, and then they can go back bot and defend bot. Since the waves are not at the same time, it's easy for 100 Thieves to do this and that, and this and that. Now there comes the wall. They're just doing one wave. They don't care about mid anymore. But then it's just one inhib. Easy to give now. You just give this. You just give this. It's just one inhib. It doesn't matter. They shouldn't lose the game over this. 100 Thieves shouldn't care about this. It's just one inhib. No one cares. It doesn't do anything. Double inhib gets something, you know? But one inhib is really whatever. Like they could literally give this inhib and nothing happens. They don't even get the inhib. They get nothing here. The game goes on. It's gonna be an Elder game, by the way. This game goes to Elder. Wait, is this our first Elder Drake? Have we had Elder Drakes before? This game is going to Elder Drake. 100%.
So they slowly
Oh,
chip
shit.
away, but
Anything can happen, by the way. Anything can happen.
Hold the line for now. The Baron will wear
Oi,
off.
oi, oi,
Even
oi,
though
oi.
T1 have gained
This
a
game
lot
is going to
of
Elder.
gold off the back of that Baron. We're kind of at the end of the game. These itemization differences aren't that significant. A
Baron is
fight
out.
can
This game is
still
going to
be
Elder.
all it takes
Oh,
for 100
shit.
Thieves to turn this game around.
Oh shit.
T1
One fight to decide the game, huh?
The next objective, not for another 2.5 minutes. Let's see if T1 can secure any more objectives or if 100 Thieves will hold the line.
Some pretty huge gold leads, though, on that T1 side. You can see Asterix now completed for Owner. He's an entire item ahead of River.
Yeah.
River does have his GA active, but Owner is going to have his GA active before the Elder, before that really important fight. And Guma very likely to be that full 6 items. FBI isn't going to get there even with that cheaper build. And there is that 6th item purchased up by Guma. So T1 in an incredible spot. Of course, it's always possible. I don't think T1 is going to give the flip to 100 Thieves, though. They don't need to flip it. They just need to look for the fight, utilize their advantages to be able to secure a team fight win and not allow it to come down to a smite for Elder, because if they allow that flip and River wins it, that is the possibility for 100 Thieves.
I mean, you've got Talia and Corki with an Infernal Soul. Your poking capability is very, very high. Yes, the
2
enemy
minutes
team
till
has
Elder.
lethality Varus, but T1 has plenty of tools
I'm nervous.
of their
I'm
own.
nervous.
They've taken away
Oh.
the enemy's full team red
Woo.
buff. They've secured their own full team blue buff. They're feeling very confident in this.
No, they got
couple
this,
of
no?
minutes leading up to the Elder,
They got this,
as
they got
Quid
this,
has
come
to
on.
constantly make
It's
sure
like
he's
a little bit in their
pushing
favor,
the
but
bottom lane
it's Elder Drake.
from
Anything can
Doran.
happen.
Because
It's
that
smite
tier
steal,
two turret is already
one
down,
small
you
mistake.
leave the Croc
It's one fight to
alone.
decide the game. It's one
Bottom lane
smite
goes a
to
little
decide the
behind.
game.
The inhibitor is
Oh
seriously
shit.
And Quid is just desperately trying to get enough.
Baron is 20 seconds before, but I think no one will do that, you know? No one will go to Baron and give Elder Drake positioning. It's gonna be Elder Drake. You have 20 seconds-ish in between, but if you go to Baron and do the Baron, it's hard to enter the other side in time, you know, because the other team is standing there.
Quid going in, steals dominance.
This kill means
Doran in a
nothing
pretty
if he
bad
dies here.
spot
It
does
means
have
nothing to
slice
die here.
and dice his way away. Now the Weaver's Wall
I
is
think
used
everyone's
there
just gonna play for
Baron,
Elder.
but
No
remember,
one's gonna care
this
about
is the
Baron.
late
It's just an Elder game.
The Elder is still 80 seconds away. That cooldown's going to be back in time.
If you die in like the next 20 seconds, it's bad. But if you die right now, it's fine.
Hey,
It's just Elder. Oh. Oi, 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 oi. Calma, calma. Everybody calma.
So ahead of this objective, actually I say that, I'm looking at these timers, still a ways away. I
still
thought
be
they
up.
were much sooner, so I expect Doran's ulti to be back.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Faker, I'm going to check the cooldown on it. So, yeah, still going to have it. They're both going to have those ultimates, no problem. But was a good look there from Quid. And
45
they
seconds.
can't really find anything on that
He's got the
timer.
death cap.
Yep, he's got the hat. And now Baron is alive, 25 seconds ahead of the Elder. Quid stealing away the Xinjiang
River.
ulti yet again. River looking towards Faker, but the unraveled.
I think whoever clicks Baron are making a mistake. If you click Baron, you're making a mistake right now. Don't click Baron. Don't click Baron, no matter what. Click it, click Drake. River bot side is everything. The control bot side is everything. Baron is really whatever. We're caught now. Wait, Silas is trolling, or?
Carrier's under threat, but Dokla doesn't have the damage. He's going to be knocked
T1
into
got this.
resurrection here
Or?
for the Guardian Angel. Quid has to keep making
Ambassador's
a little
dead.
bit more space as Dokla tries to retreat.
Yep.
Gumayusi goes in, and Dokla is down.
That's game.
T1 managed to survive
Right?
the dive.
That's
They
just game.
outplay 100 Thieves, and Elder Dragon is about to be their target.
100 Thieves are hesitant to back away from this objective. They know that
Yeah,
this
they have
is
to
their
fight,
way
but
back
this is
into the
just
game.
not possible,
They
no?
don't
4v5.
have Dokla available. 45 seconds until the top
And
laner
Silas
is
is
back.
low.
The HP
How
is
to do
low
this? It's
for
not
Quid.
possible.
Even if they trap the Renekton, is it really going to be enough?
Okay, Quid
T1
steals
got
dominance
this.
yet again. Elder Dragon
Don't smite fight, don't smite fight, just go fight. Fight, 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 fight. Don't smite fight, 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 fight. Yeah, it's game, it's game.
He's
It's
dead
easy.
immediately. T1 have their first kill.
Right?
Quid wants to take carry,
Yeah,
but it's
FBI
not
is
gonna
dead.
matter
Yeah, it's
because
game, it's
Doran's already killed FBI. T1 on
Whoa.
the victory push. Doran goes over the wall and Quid has to flash away.
That was
from
a game,
Solar
by the way.
Flare.
This was a
River
game.
Quid in full
This was a good game.
T1 in
I really enjoyed
hot
watching this.
pursuit.
Nice game.
River trying to juke with a bit of a clone prank, but it's not going to work well enough. Quid
Some
is
really
already
clutch
dead.
plays
Faker
from
has
100
cut off
Thieves
River's
to
escape. It will not matter. The
make this a
Mad
game at all,
Guardian
actually,
Angel,
if you think
because
about
the
it.
Angels are not listening.
But in the end,
T1
T1
will stop
are
100
more
Thieves'
clutch.
chances. Dead in their tracks.
As always.
It's
Almost as
8-5
always.
for nothing delayed.
99% of the time,
Back to
almost
life, but the
always
inhibitor
more
is
clutch.
first to fall, and it's only a sign of things immediately to come. The Nexus turrets will melt. 100 Thieves fought hard, but T1 is T1, and they are not gonna fall
Oi, oi,
in
oi,
this
oi, oi,
first
oi.
game. 24-16.
What a game this was.
They'll take game one.
This was really a banger.
Valiant effort.
Woo,
from
that was game one, by the way.
T1.
Okay, I want to check two things. So the first thing I want to check was Baron. When did he have that ward? From before, right? Yeah, look. I'll move my camera. You remember we did this? I'll move it here. You remember we did this a few days ago? Look at that red ward. Look at this red ward. You see it? Here. There's a pink here. It doesn't spot the ward. This pink here does not spot this ward. This ward is crazy, no? How is this ward not spotted by the pink? What? This ward is the craziest ward ever. How is this ward not spotted by the pink? They're next to each other, no? Like, the last time we did this ward, the pink was at least, like, here. So it sorta made sense. But how is this ward not spotted? I can't believe it. There's so... what? Like, this ward is the craziest ward. I need to do this ward every game. This ward is insane. It was Keria last time as well, but last time the pink was on the edge, so it made more sense that it didn't get spotted, but the pink should spot this ward, no? This is a crazy ward. I need to do this every game. This ward is insane. What else did I want to check? Oh yeah, the fight here. How do T1 win this fight? It didn't happen yet, no? Happens now. Okay, let's watch this fight. Let's watch this fight a few times. How does T1 win this? Because in my mind, Guma gets one shot, Keria is gonna get one shot, and Owner goes down to GA. Let's watch from this point, okay? Let's not watch everything. Let's just watch from Guma dying and Owner being in GA. Like now. How do they win from this positioning? Actually, it's already 3v3. So what happens with... Like, Wukong dies and Alistar dies. I guess those are the big ones. Like, Alistar dying is fine. Let's watch the Alistar one time. So Alistar is gonna die right now, right? He just combos on the stone and he dies. Okay. So Alistar kills himself on Talia E. Because he's gonna press W and die. He stuns himself and he dies. On Talia E. Okay, what about the Wukong? Let's watch the Wukong. So Wukong goes in, gets an insane play on Corki, follows him, and just dies to Corki. So he trades his life with Corki. Alistar kills himself on the Talia stones. What about Ambessa? She dies to the last shove, no? This one. Bam! Yeah. What about the Sylas? Let's watch the Sylas. He's fighting Renekton. He's in, and he's gonna die too. He got... What's the cooldown of Talia at this point? Look. Sylas is in, right? He's gonna get W'd by Talia now. 33:06, he gets W'd by Talia. How does Talia have one more? Now. 4 seconds cooldown? What? Talia W is 4 seconds cooldown? That's crazy, no? The Sylas will E over, and he's gonna get fucked by Talia W. Bam, here. He loses a lot of HP from this WE from Talia. Basically dies. Then he chases, he Sonias this, and he's gonna get hit by it again. 4 seconds cooldown? Huh? Talia W cannot be 4 seconds cooldown. No, that's crazy. Because she uses it here on Sylas. 33:06. Then he goes into Sonya, and he gets it again. What? That cooldown is crazy, no? What did the Varus do? Because Varus is full HP the entire fight, no? What does Varus do this fight? So ults the Leona, gets a really good Q, hits front, that's fine. Hits Sin, puts him into GA. Now what? Ease, doesn't hit anyone. Flashes in, gets... Like, this Talia shove is everything, by the way. Because Renekton will never do this much damage to Varus. Like, let's say that Talia just dies, right? Without using one more shove. This is just a wipe. Like, he's full HP. This Talia EW deals... like, he literally dies from it. Faker just saved this fight completely. I want to watch this fight from Faker POV. Let's watch this from Faker POV only, okay? Follow Faker. He's up here. Faker. So he tries to go for combo on Sylas. He proto-belts it. Okay. Qs him. Qs him again. Qs the Wukong. Puts his E down. Gets the shove this way. Flashes. Qs. Puts the E again. Q and W and Sonya. I mean, he's just too good, no? Like, look at this from Faker POV. How good is he playing this? Just look at Faker. How good does he play this? He literally plays it pixel perfect, no? Flash. He's 1 HP. He puts all of his spell. And Sonya. Wow. And he lives. Whoa. Wow. Oh my god, Faker. One more time. Just one more time. Wow. Faker played this so well, by the way. What? I just watched it one more time. There is no way. He won me 9 this fight. This shouldn't be winnable. And he lives. That is crazy. Like his Q is going while he's in Sonya's, you know? He's queuing right now. And he's in Sonya, but his Q is still dot. No way. Like if you don't get this Talia shove here at the end, this one right now, it's lost, by the way. If he doesn't get the shove right now, they lose the fight. Like Sin is running because the fight is lost. What? That shove. Oh my god. What a game.
First game, the outcome still being
100
what
Thieves,
everyone
blue side
expected,
once
with T1
again.
taking the victory, but the road to that outcome was anything but expectation as 100 Thieves truly put T1 to the fire.
Dokkan played one of the best games, honestly, feel like I've seen from him in his career. He was really on one. You know, gets put in such a difficult position after that early dive, outplays in the 1v2.
Sion is still open, that's banned. Yunara is still open, that's banned. Kiana is banned, Bard is banned. What about Azir and Orianna, I guess? Those are the next two.
Can you try to harness that magic once again?
Ryze, Azir, Orianna.
Now
Caitlyn
you
banned.
have to beat T1 twice in a row, or 100 Thieves, their time in League of Legends is over. This is potentially the last game we will ever see, you know, from 100 Thieves, and the last game we'll ever see from River, who is very likely retiring after this Worlds.
For me, we saw such a massive AD carry gap in that game. Gumayusi, his positioning was so fantastic, and his ability to dish out damage, and from FBI, overstepping one too many times, getting caught by Faker's knockbacks on the Taliyah. We'll see how things change if they do here in Game 2, as 100 Thieves looks to try and equalize the series, as the bans have already come through thick and fast.
Exactly. We've got Bard, Kiana, and Caitlyn banned out by 100 Thieves, looking mostly towards that bottom lane as Cassante,
Rumble first pick.
Yunara,
But they just
and
play Ornn,
Sion
no?
are
All the
banned
LCK
out
teams
by
really
T1.
like Ornn
First
into
pick of the
Rumble.
draft. Here
Like, they
in
could
what
just do a
could be
Seer
their
Ornn
last
here, you know?
game in League of Legends, 100 Thieves will lock the Rumble.
Or Jarvan. They could do Jarvan, Azir, and Ornn on 3.
I wouldn't be shocked if they're doing like a Yone Rumble, like full, kind of like spicy style.
Orianna, Ornn,
This team, I think,
Jarvan.
wants to go down swinging. So if the opportunity is there,
I really
wouldn't be
think the
shocked. And the fact that they
LCK
had
teams
left Azir open, they were potentially trying to like bait that and look for the Yone
are not
into
good
Azir.
teams to play
Ori's
Rumble
gonna get
blind
taken, so we
against,
might
because it's
have
just going to be
Ornn
Ornn now,
versus
and they just
Azir
love this.
instead,
They just love
and
this.
have
They're really
more
good
of
at
that
this.
standard
The LCK
style,
teams,
but
all of them.
we could
Gen G
also
same.
look towards like an Akali or something like that if Quid really wants to stay on the melee champs, stay
They just
aggressive,
really,
because I
really
do
like
feel
Ornn into
like
Rumble.
that is
Like, they'd
probably
rather
your
play
best
Ornn
chance
into
of
Rumble than
really
Rumble
getting in the
themselves,
mix.
most
You
of the
could go
LCK
like Pantheon,
teams.
Akali,
So I'm not
something
sure
along
about this
those
one.
lines, and just full send it, because you
I'm not
can't
sure about
play
this one.
standard and really expect, I think, to be able to
I would have
consistently take
rather
down T1.
seen like Jarvan first
I don't
pick or
love
Orianna first
Aurora
pick.
into Orianna. I
Should
think
be a
the
Seer, no?
matchup is
If he
Orianna
plays.
favored, but
Has a
especially
dash
given
as well.
how Quid played
But
the
Aurora is
laning
fine,
phase in the
honestly.
first game, maybe
It's
he
fine.
just feels confident
Galio?
in his ability to get
Akali.
the outplay.
Akali.
Yeah, I mean, he's
But Rumble is...
playing around
No,
with some
no.
options
Ornn is
right
coming, no?
now. I think the Yone could also be fine. He will struggle in the early lane, but you know in the side lane and the scaling, he does have that advantage later on.
Yeah, I think basically what they were doing
Ornn
is
is Giga
you're
here, no?
leaving Azir Ori, and you're saying, if you go Ori, I go Akali. If you
Or
go
Kai'Sa,
Azir, I
but
go
Guma is
Yone.
not really big
That's
on
kind of
Kai'Sa.
like my read, just knowing the player.
I feel like it's just
and
Ornn.
knowing
It's just
they
Ornn.
see themselves as underdogs, so they're not going to
And
go,
then last
like,
pick
if this was
support
in
or whatever.
NA, he might just go Azir and say, we're just going to trade, and I'll just team fight well, and we'll win, right? But it's against Faker, it's against T1, you've got to get aggressive. So I actually really like the plan here early on from 100 Thieves.
Galio
I
instead of
think,
Ornn.
though,
Wow.
what's very scary is
surprised.
giving Ona this Jarvan, especially pairing it up with the Galio.
That was
I
first
think
three are nasty.
T1 has a very solid foundation. Their dive and their protection. Akali loves the ability to lock down these low mobility mages, low mobility AD carries, and just execute them. But with the Galio protection on top, it's going to be that much harder for Quid to find those executes.
I mean, taunt is so problematic for Akali. You get pulled right out of the smoke screen. And now you have got to draft something for FBI that is going to be able to stay safe against the potential dive of Ori Jarvan with Galio all over the top, right? So I'm thinking about mobile carries and thinking about things like Ezreal. I'm thinking about something that's far back, maybe like a Jhin that is, you know, staying kind of less involved in the fight. And T1 right now is targeting some of these supports that are engaged supports, I really like the Poppy ban because we are clearly showing full dive. The other option is you just go Kai'Sa with FBI and you say, I don't care about you diving me, I'm diving you, right? So those are the kind of two schools of thought. I think knowing FBI, like I would predict that he would play something like the Jhin. That would be kind of my expectation more so than the other options, but I do think you have a couple different paths you can kind of take from here. And Ezreal ban does make a lot of sense.
I'd probably get Sivir out
like,
if I was 100
how do I
Thieves.
stay alive against this?
I think Sivir for Guma here is Giga, by the way. It's perfect for their comp. It's really good Sivir. I would ban Sivir here.
When you've got so much
Sivir on 4 is too good, I think. You have to ban that.
Squishy front lines, like there's no real tank on the side of 100 Thieves
Counter pick
right
support
now.
with Sivir on 4,
So
it's too strong. You have to
Jhin
ban
from the
Sivir here.
back line with your ultimate, with your W, you've got a lot of potential range to
They
play
ban
with
Lulu. He's
as
just gonna
well.
go Sivir, by the way.
Depends how much in the wombo combo
Sivir is
direction
so
they wanna
giga
go.
here.
Maybe they're worried about something like a Jinx Lulu, but
Hyper carry
Nico
pairing,
is still open. And for Keria, this is one of his preferred champions.
I think they're gonna go Sivir and Karma on 5.
Synergizes
Into Nico
very
or Nico
nicely
themselves.
with
Okay,
what
they actually go Nico. Wow.
T1 have gone for. The wombo combo is very real.
This is just
Physicality's gonna
actually they
struggle
can't
with
go.
the stacking CC that we're starting to see
I mean, you go
mount.
Karma,
It's
no?
ult
Karma or
AoE. It's like, I don't
Rel?
care if I see you because I'm just gonna
don't like
shockwave
Ashe.
and Galio ult and
I
Nico
don't
ult
like Ashe.
all on top of
What
that
do you play
smoke
though?
screen there.
Saya?
And,
I don't like
not
Saya
only
either.
is this great engage, it's also great
I don't know what to play here.
countering, right?
Sivir
Because
yourself,
you
but it's
are
into
this melee
Jarvan.
heavy comp. Very
Kai'Sa,
likely 100
I mean, you're getting
meters, you are
Sivired.
going for the Kai'Sa option, so that means it's gonna be
It
a
can't be
hard
Karma
engage
now.
support
It has to
where
be,
they
what,
Rel or
Nautilus?
or
But
whatever,
they're gonna go
something
not
along those lines.
Sivir.
Regardless of what
Has
it
to be
is,
Rel,
you
has to be
have
Rel.
5
Rel.
short-range champions, and you're gonna be flying
He's gonna go
in on the
Sivir on
target,
5.
whether
You have
it's
to go Rel. If you go
Aura,
Nautilus,
whatever
you're just running into it.
carry, that
It's the
Guma
best
goes.
Sivir
I
angle
think something
ever
super
if you give
defensive could be
him
smart here,
Sivir
whether
into
it's the
Nautilus here.
Jhin
Has
or
to be
Xayah
Rel,
or
yeah.
whatever.
It's Sivir.
And then all of a sudden, in comes
Saya?
the Nico ult, in comes the
I guess it's
Galio ult,
Kai'Sa
in comes all these
specific.
things. So I feel like the draft was fairly predictable. Both teams
Also good into dive.
clearly have defined playstyles.
But I'm kind
If you're
of
looking
surprised
like,
because I think
you
if
know, just
T1 did
standard comps,
Sivir on
I feel
4
like
there,
T1 has a pretty big
you do
edge,
Karma into
but
Nico,
if
you
there
can still
were
do
a way to
Nico,
win, I think for
you
100
can
Thieves,
you can
just
play
full sending
Braum
is
here.
so-
Braum is
I
really
don't mind it
good.
whatsoever.
I'm surprised they did it in this order, but I guess it's specific to Keria, right? Like his Nico is higher value than other Nico.
So powerful to buy yourself the time while the Pop Blossom or the Galio
And Guma
ult or
Saya is good
whatever
as well.
else comes
Yeah.
in to just create space. 100 Thieves showed us last game that
Well.
they are willing to play aggressive, that they will not be intimidated.
It's
by the
full
fact
dive
that they are
versus
playing up against T1. And
Faker
with this type of
Orianna,
composition,
Gomeyoshi Saya.
you need to have that mentality.
They have Keria,
My
Nico.
eyes are
They have a
locked
lot of good
onto
picks.
River on this
Will be
Pantheon.
tough for 100
You've
Thieves
got
this one,
point-and-click
but they do
stars.
have
You've got
the
an incredibly
tools to make some
powerful
plays
City
at the
Global
very
ultimate
least.
to try to
Let's see
turn
it.
numbers in your favor when they shouldn't be. And I feel like River's performance will be paramount for this team to have a chance.
I'm keeping my eyes on both Guma and Faker. In the last game, Faker really did struggle throughout the early phases, but he had very significant knockbacks on that Taliyah, whereas Guma, in this composition, he's very relied on to be one of the main damage dealers. This is really only a 2 damage threat composition, and 100 Thieves are going to be sending everything that they've got to take out these 2 carries. Their positioning is going to be important. Their impact in the team fights is going to be super important. Let's see if River can find the advantages needed to set up 100 Thieves for success in these fights.
Yeah, and Pantheon has been struggling so far at Worlds. It is 1-5. Only win was won by Tarzan. And, you know, sometimes when you have these, like, low-threat comps where you have 1 threat, 2 threat, you know, I am not a fan of those. But when it's Gen G, when it's T1, when it seems like this, you just kind of
He got mana
know
flow,
that
no?
the carries are going to play to a
Like, you
level
got nothing here as a
that
Kali, and he got
it's
mana
going to
flow.
work out, that it's
1-0
going to be
Faker, I
strong.
think.
Also, Ona's Jarvan is just something he's so proficient at. It's something that he's incredibly comfortable on, and he has such impact in the early game.
What
Whenever
isn't
gets-
he proficient on? That's the problem
I mean, that
with
is
this
that.
guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude
That's
is
very
good.
true. That he is in fact quite good. I mean, he's been
How's
kind
his
of the,
Azir jungle, you know?
probably quite bad actually. There you
Okay,
go.
there we go. We just need to ban him into a point where he has to play
We
Azir
need to shift
jungle.
the game into 126
Yeah,
bans. I see what
yeah,
you're saying.
exactly,
But
yeah.
yeah, I'm very much expecting a huge early game impact from him. Bot lane is the lane I expect him to be focusing his attention towards. Right now, he's sitting in the middle of the lane, deciding where he wants to start his pathing.
Just pondering a little bit.
Well, look, the
They're
late invasion
putting
is
80 carry top
prepared
and late
for it.
invading.
He's now going to change his attention. Great read from Ona.
So he has to
That was
do a bot
actually
invade
so
now.
impressive. That is what he's doing. He's just waiting. He's saying, okay, I have a ward protecting on that side. He knew that they had that ward over on red buff. So he's saying, I don't want to get caught on this invade here. And
He's gonna
as
invade.
a result, is just going to be able to immediately go to his wolves.
It's just
gonna
a trade
turn into
side.
split map situation very likely.
Rumble
Kai'Sa
Rel
is
versus
top
Saya
side,
Nico
so it is gonna
bot.
be Rumble
Galio's
and
laning
Rel.
Kai'Sa,
Weak
and
side
they're
here, Owners
they're jungling
immediately
like this
gonna
with
go into this
Pantheon, and they're
clear.
jungling
Yes, he'll be able to
jungling
go
like this
down,
with
it will be
Jarvan.
spotted. But this is
So he gets the upper two sides, and Jarvan
though
gets
it
the
was
bottom
River
two
who
sides.
initiated it, I really favor T1's
I think all things
spot
considered,
here because
not that bad for
getting
T1.
weak-sided, I think you're not really likely to be
Like
able
you
to push
could,
it that
in
heavy.
other situations, you could get fucked with your jungler here. Your top laner might get caught off guard, but nothing of this happened. So it's just even trade or slightly winning for T1.
As Keria and Gumayusi are going to have control over the bottom.
I'd imagine the Galio can farm more than the Rumble.
Losing out in these early trades against the Orianna. We know how powerful Clockwork Windup is for taking control of the lane early on against these melee champions.
I do also want to note, going for fleet footwork on Akali, it does give you so much more survivability in lane, especially with the additional healing that you can get from your passive. But your kill threat is significantly lower in the late game. Electrocution has become such a staple in Akali's kit to give her that extra kill threat. To not run it, I have some concerns around the potential kill threat later on, especially when we move into the side lane. But for the laning phase, it really does allow you to stay that much healthier when playing in the 1v1.
Yeah, and I think, you know, talking to players about this, it's kind of the trade-off of basically you're saying, yeah, I'm losing damage by not going electrocute, but I'm gaining damage by being able to stay in lane longer and having fleet and kind of having more itemization. So that's kind of the argument I've heard from some players. Whether or not that does actually remain true or whether it does pay off, that's a different question here, because Faker obviously still building a pretty nice edge thus far. Ayla, yeah, maybe could have engaged, but it wouldn't have mattered because no one is in range. And FBI
Galio's winning?
taking a very bad end of a trade there against Doran, but both are low. And because Doran is weak-sided, he's the one that's going to have to back off, not knowing where River is.
All right, we still don't have any.
It's just going to be back top now. And get pressure now.
Like you were talking about.
Kai'Sa's too low, so Galio can just 1v2 this now.
The draft, but this is truly
See?
the final
Rumble needs to TP top here.
It's not just the end of
He needs to catch this and TP top fast, no? Kai'Sa will lose all of this otherwise.
Organization in League of Legends, they already confirmed back at the
What
start
is
of this year
what's
that
happening
they
down
would
there?
be exiting League of Legends after the 2025 season was complete.
The
They've
final
gone on
heist.
an incredible run so far throughout the summer split to even make it to this point, and now up against T1, who are now one game
They're just
away
losing
from eliminating
so much
them.
top lane here.
100 Thieves will be put
Kai'Sa's
to
going to
test.
lose so
by all
much here.
means, they have been tested at this World Championship. What a last hurrah for
He
the
lost like 2 waves top lane, by the way.
organization. They've not had an easy schedule by any means.
No.
They have only played so many difficult opponents here at the World
Only
Championship.
LPL and
Looks good for
LCK.
T1 so far. They
and,
lost a
and to
lot
round
top
out
lane on
their
Kai'Sa.
Potentially, they can still win out this series, but to go up against
And the wave is pushing
T1,
towards Guma
the
here.
event that they do lose today, I mean,
And he got better base.
I couldn't really think of a better opponent
Good
to
start for
lose
T1.
to, considering how storied this organization truly is. But 100 Thieves still in a very even state so far in this game. They are definitely by no means down and out just yet. And we saw how resilient they were in their first game. They came so close to winning that first game even. As Keria has snuck his way in.
Yeah, Keria, the extra cannon minion, but he misses the Tangle Barbs. If those would have hit, I think that's almost certainly first blood.
Yeah, very likely, but either way, he just walks up, chunks down Quid. Quid has no TP, so that is actually so problematic for him. River is coming to try to cover, but they are looking to try to keep this pressure going on him.
He needs help.
And this is a difficult spot for Quid.
And I like this choice here from T1, recognizing again
dead, no?
in game number 1.
He's literally 1 HP.
Struggles for Faker in the laning phase. Quid getting the solo kill, remember, back around like level 5, level 6 or whatever it was. And now they are shutting that down by forcing Quid to take another recall without that TP like you mentioned.
Quid taking that E to last hit that minion really was a big mistake. Keria was waiting for it. He could see what Quid was planning, and he punished it.
Now they get Drake as well.
So now this is an easy dragon secure.
100 Thieves are very weirdly, in my opinion, swapping now. Like they keep their top laner bot first 5 minutes. When Drake spawn, they put their top laner top.
And Guma is top, so there is a potential for a 5v4.
But like this is the timing you want your top laner bot. You know? Oh, he stole it!
Stolen away with a crash down coming in from Ayla. 100 Thieves are thinking about a fight, but Faker's already level 6. Ayla with a flash away. River stepping forward here with shield, but a heroic entrance forces another flash. This time from River. 100 Thieves.
Wait, he stole that with Q.
They overstay. Yes, it cost their summoners, but a heroic comet spear from River.
Because now Kai'Sa, so Kai'Sa was laning top earlier, right? And now she base went bot, but now she needs to base and run top again.
4 HP on the dragon. And
That swap didn't really make sense to me.
is enough to secure
That
it.
steal is
100
huge, no?
Thieves lead
That
the
steal is
objectives,
huge. They
and
shouldn't have
slip
any.
back
They
into the
shouldn't have
night
had
with
any
no
business
kills
getting
on either
that.
side.
A very rare
That was just a free Drake for T1
here from Owner, down to 4 HP, and River just walks up. Thanks for the leash,
This is
brother.
2v4.
It's
Akali's not
normally
here.
Guma
Kaiser's not
pulling
here.
these
It's just
off, but
2v4.
Guma's not here. The true smiter on 100 Thieves is on the other side.
4 HP. Wow.
Auto smite, 4 HP. That's 4 too many, as River's going to be able to grab it.
I love the guy in the audience who's literally.
How does
doing
100 Thieves do this now? They need to swap the top. Like right now.
As T1 are going to be a little bit disappointed.
Flashing on
with
mid?
that,
No,
as now River
has flash
shows up
actually,
in the
has
mid lane
flash.
with a Grand Star fall.
Is that anyway?
Quick there
Or is
for the
that anyway?
stun, and it's first blood over to Quid.
Nice play.
This is what 100 Thieves wanted when they drafted Akali.
Yeah,
I guess he
Faker
doesn't have
not
ult.
even gonna use the flash. They're just gonna
Can't really
hold
flash
on to it.
anywhere.
Didn't think there was any real way he could get out, and I agree because the R2 would have still been there to follow and finish him off. So that is a great aggressive play here. Does cost them the flash.
Now
and
Kaiser's
double
basing going
ulti,
top.
but well worth it.
So
They
Rumble
take
needs to
down
basing.
Faker.
Go bot
He has
actually
no
has TP.
TPs.
But if he
They push
TPs
the wave,
bot,
denies him CS,
then he
get
can't
that
help the
kill
grab
onto
situation.
Quid. And 100
So it might be
Thieves,
better not to
they
TP bot
really
here.
are
So
pushing
Akali's running
T1 so
bot
far
and
in
Kaiser's
this
going
series.
mid.
They're playing
Oh,
great.
interesting.
Faker, if he lost his flash as
Interesting.
well,
That
only
solves it,
increases
I would
the
say.
likelihood of Quid having even greater
Then
kill
Rumble
threat
can
later
stay
on in
here
the
and
lane
Kaiser can go
phase.
mid.
So
And Akali.
I
Yeah,
very
yeah,
much
I see
agree
it, I
with you,
see it.
Isale. Wise choice by Faker.
A little
not
bit
to commit
unusual,
to
but it
that.
works. I
The
think.
goal though
Those wise
still
choices a lot.
very even. That he does. Play going to be secured by Gumayushi.
Might have to TP
What I
back with
find
Rumble here if you
interesting
want to
is
fight this.
Underthieves
He's going to be 1
is very
HP.
committed to keeping FBI in the matchup against Doran. I think across the map that is costing 100 Thieves a bit in terms of gold and experience. Gumayushi about to go over to level 7, so he is pretty even with FBI.
Can you
I
give
stand
this?
corrected. As Doran with that small XP lead,
They
level
just give
7.
this.
And T1 should uncontested secure these grubs.
Exactly.
Only cost is going to be a few minions in bot lane, but 3 grubs for T1. They're going to be really happy about that, especially because, like you said, it's been Dokla lane against the duo lane. He's always getting pushed in. You know, mid lane has been getting pushed in. So T1 is going to get access.
Not
to
easy
these
for Kai'Sa to
towers,
lane
and they're
Orianna.
starting to shred through plates, which is
Don't really like
big
their lane
problem
assignment
I
here.
mean, Dokla, like, what are you supposed to do in this 1v2?
T1 is just
It's
winning
not
this.
a lot, right? Like, all he can do is just try to survive, and he's done a good job of staying
Need to
pretty
change the
even.
lanes.
I mean,
Now they
when you're
put Kai'Sa
looking
back
at
to
AD
bot,
carry
Akali
farm,
mid, and
comparing
Rumble is
that,
still
though,
struggling.
biggest
I feel like
individual
Kai'Sa needs to be
goal
top
lead in the
long
game,
time
Gumayushi
ago.
Over FBI, 85 farm compared
This is
to
not gonna
68
work,
is nearly
this
3
setup.
entire waves for the T1 AD carry. Now more than that, as he's continuing to just farm.
Kai'Sa can get dove, no?
Yeah, I mean, he's
Can
just
Galio
been
and Jarvan dive the
he's been
Kai'Sa?
in, you know,
Is it
2v1s,
possible?
He's been laning
No,
against his
not
Rumble
possible.
that can't do anything against him, and you're playing Nico Zaya against Rumble Rel to start the game. That's free farm, and then he's in a 2v1 a lot of time against the Rumble thereafter. So Guma doing a great job just hoovering up all the farm possible, getting accelerated on this Zaya. You called it out last game, Vedi, that Guma was just positioning so well, playing so well for T1, really was stalwart for them in that win. And Guma is going to be very difficult to dive and take down. Faker's going to go a super defensive build. He's probably just going Archangel's Roa. We're going to have Zaya that's very tough to take down. You're going to have counter engage from Keria, Galio ult to be there as well. These are not going to be easy carries to get onto and kill.
But that's also why we talked about 100 Thieves really needing to find advantages early. That was a really nice ultimate mid lane from River. We need to keep seeing these from 100 Thieves, trying to accelerate the game where they can, get this Akali ahead of the curve, get that first item just ahead of your opposition. And if you can just be that little bit ahead, get those item spikes ahead of T1 and then force them into those fights in these early games before those defensive items come through, that's where you can find these big advantages.
All right, down here in bottom lane, checking in is now finally it's AD carry versus AD carry, support versus support, and still though, that 3 waves or so lead for Gumayushi is present. Owner creeping through the lane now, looking for potentially the opportunity at a lane gank, but he's not going to see that come to fruition, so instead just channels the recall.
Yeah, I think more so he's just looking to cover because they know that River's ult is going to be back up. So he's just saying, hey, if we're going to push in this lane, look to put some pressure on there. I need to be there to cover. If Pantheon ults in, that's an easy one fight in the 3v3. So, you know, just smart stuff here from T1, continually moving that advantage forward. Essence Reaver now completed for Guma. And I mean, Keria is just kind of making everyone's life a nightmare everywhere he goes. He is causing problems for 100 Thieves. Nice little shuriken flip there from Quid to dodge a shockwave.
Yeah, that shockwave, not quite what Faker was hoping.
Didn't find them all.
No, we've seen some impressive shockwaves from Faker in the past. That one,
not one of the top 10s.
Yeah, that one's not going to make the highlight reel anytime soon, I don't think. But I also don't think 100 Thieves is too, I don't think T1 or 100 Thieves is too super worried about that one right now.
They might need to be though.
They don't have a Renault for this.
Started off, Quid has his ulti, and River
But
is
Kaiser
in the river.
based.
Okay, but T1 has total control over the area. They already
Smite?
lost
No, it doesn't
the
matter.
first Drake, but they started it up, remember, so early. So second Drake of the game, down before 12 minutes, 1-1 in Drake count. Thanks to
imagine
earlier
T1 got the
100
first
DC.
one, how good the situation would be. They would have 3 grubs and 2 Drakes at this point. The steal on the first one was huge for the
Actually
game.
missed the brush. In any case, yes, I did miss that the AD carry had gone back to base. Definitely would have been a challenging fight. 100 Thieves trying to force down in a 3 versus 4, even without Faker.
But I'm with you. 100 Thieves is just so good that they should have 3v4'd that. That's an easy win.
Yeah, I mean, Akali with that ulti, very scary at this point in the game, that's for sure.
You've seen enough Quid to know he can make that happen.
Absolutely. I mean, he did solo kill Faker in the previous game. He started off strong, and I imagine he has to be riding that high with the level of confidence he's playing.
I thought you were going to go with, he did solo kill Faker with the help of River.
All right, Owner
That's
trying
flash.
to come in here, make a move on to Quid, but because the Shockwave's still down from earlier, it means that Quid can make enough distance that Owner cannot try to engage after him with the Cataclysm without committing a flash. He does not want to use that. They know that Quid still has the ultimate, so he could get away defensively just with that. Comet Spear and
Nice
the rest of
flash
the
by
LT
Orianna.
coming in now as the Grand Starfall sets it up. Carry is knocked down. 100
Carry up,
Thieves. They
pays
find
the
themselves
price.
a free kill.
But that's just
And
a support,
now
it's okay.
That's a 2-0 game.
I guess
in
no flash
their
Orianna is
favor.
the big one, no? That's the big one. Next Pantheon ult, next Akali ult, that's a free kill.
Not only because they kept the kill on Keria, but because Faker had to flash to avoid it being him that goes down. So Faker flashes out, and Keria just kind of has to tank that one for him. It's a get down, Mr. President moment, but you still got to pay that price, and 100 Thieves happy to take the blood toll.
The only bad news for 100 Thieves is the kill did go on to Ayla. They would have loved to have funneled a little bit more gold into their Akali, but at the end of the day, as you highlighted, Azael, advantages gained for 100 Thieves. A small gold lead in their favor. Herald are going to be spawning in about a minute, 20 seconds, and so T1 want to try and get that last plate before it wears off, and they're going to grab it. So T1 immediately going to close that gold gap, and we find ourselves once again in a very even game state. I think T1 do prefer this situation, especially with the Rod of Ages completed, and that's going to start stacking up for Faker in the mid lane.
And they get the third plate as well with the extra auto attacks, thanks to the fact that they have 3 grubs. The burn over time gets that third plate right before it ticks 14 minutes.
Now, ideally, Quid does not want to be fighting Doran. Doran has no kill threat on the Akali, but the Akali has no kill threat on the Doran. Meanwhile, Faker with no flash, sure, Rumble ultimate with the Pantheon ultimate could be enough to set up for a kill, but ideally they want to try and swap those when they can, because look at Faker right now, he's just bullying Dokler in the side lane.
Yeah, I mean, Dokla has been set behind definitely this game, but has done a good job keeping his farm quite close to where those mid laners are, and Quid not going to be having much fun. Definitely shouldn't be getting solo killed or anything like that, but could slowly get whittled down by Doran here and lose pressure, and I agree. They really want to be playing around this Akali, so they need to try to fix those lane assignments when they get an opportunity.
And you guys mentioned it back in draft, but it is so true. I want to reiterate it again. The taunt hard counters Akali Smoke so well, and Ayla gets caught by Tangle Barbs, but only loses a small chunk of HP. River jumps in after Keria,
That's a
who
flash
drops
now.
a Pop
Yeah.
Blossom defensively and immediately then flashes over the wall to get to safety. Owner wanted to try to secure the crab before he made his exit, but he couldn't have the damage to get it done. Now 100 Thieves and River have control over the area because they've got the crab.
This
They're
is just
gonna
free.
start up the
Nico no ult,
Herald,
no flash.
and it's up to T1 to try
Unless
to stop
Galio
them, but
wants to
Keria has
TP,
no
I
ulti
guess.
and no flash. This Nico
I think this is just free.
not very useful.
They're gonna trade from mid tier 1 and bot.
Absolutely.
It's going to be really difficult. Ayla's trying to
I think
wrap
he's
around here
just
on Owner,
running,
make
he's
sure
just
that
running.
he
He's
can't
not doing
actually
anything.
walk up for any
But they're getting
chances
mid tier
to
1 for
steal.
this,
T1
not
can
bad.
just play mid. They're just going to actually knock down this tower here. So
Pantheon
yes, they
ulting.
will lose the Herald, but here comes River.
River
Good lead by
jumps
Nico.
in, Gumayusi immediately into the ulti.
Pantheon is dead
River
here.
tries to follow him, but the hero's entrance
Nice Draven ult.
locks up the enemy jungler.
Nice Galio
and
ult.
T1 takes the
Over
first
forced.
turret.
Can
They
Akali play
take a
this?
kill, and now Quid is trying to come
Can
in
Akali
to
play
take
this?
revenge. Owner is your first target. He's down
Rooted.
to 200 HP.
Nice.
He tries to get away with the perfect
Nice E.
execution.
Table?
Lives up to the name. Quid
No.
gets it
1 for 1 is okay.
Nicely played there from
Saved the play completely, actually.
to respond to the nice play.
Looked really bad
that
until
T1
Akali showed.
started with. It's a 1 for 1 trade, but T1 taking the turret means they come out on top.
You're absolutely right, Flowers. A nice sequence from both sides as T1 acknowledge that they cannot contest the Herald, so they invest their resources
Behind.
into mid. But now,
No,
TP
no
top
flash.
lane,
Has face rush though. Has ult and face rush. He's fine now.
To slow him down as he tries
Actually.
to escape. Dokla's got to be careful chasing
Yeah,
after
he's fine,
this.
I think.
Quid has no ulti on the Akali. Faker
Or?
trying to
No.
make his way all the way out. A beautiful shockwave.
1 for 1.
Dokla's down to make it a 1 for 1, but 100 Thieves still get him.
All right, you know, they
It's
really
tanky, has face rush, and he has ult. It's hard. It's hard. I think 1 for 1 is probably fine for both teams, right?
They will deny a few minions from Faker, so honestly not
Like,
bad,
at least
but
they got
the fact that you
something
spent
for
your
the TP,
for that, you spent the
and at
flash
least
on the
Faker got
Rumble
something
that,
for dying.
really means it is not worthwhile, and Doran is going to
And
knock
it is
down your
what they
tier
want.
1 on the other side, so another tower.
Feels like they're
going
trading up
way
all the
of
time, T1.
That top lane tier 1
They
is
got mid tier
almost
1
locked down as
for the play
well.
before. They got bot tier 1 for the play
Very
now.
slightly in the favor of
They should in
T1
theory
here,
have
but
3 Drakes here
Thieves
as well.
keeping it close.
The
We have
next
2, but
objective's going to determine the
after
feats of
this round,
strength,
but-
but unlike last time,
Should have had 3
100
Drakes
Thieves are
actually at
not
this
in a
point.
position to contest this dragon. They will concede
It's
it.
a close game, but it
T1
feels
will
like T1
secure
are
the
trading up
upgraded
a little bit
boots
each time.
As River looks to try and cross map, stealing away camps on the top side. It's a very close game with no clear winner. T1 do currently have the map advantage simply because they've secured the mid and the bot tower. But 100 Thieves, I look at this Akali and I think they have a very clear win condition.
They absolutely do, but at the end of the day, I feel like a close game at this point heavily favors T1,
You're right, you're right,
It's
that's
so
true.
hard to really play into this composition, and the more time you give Faker without him being super behind, it's like, not only is he going to have Archangels, well, guess what's next? It's going to be a Zhonya's after that. Then you have no easy target at all to dive. So 100 Thieves have really got to make him pay, I think, at this next dragon fight and try to blow the game open with something like a wipe into a dragon, into an Otacon, or I feel like T1 is just going to slowly scale until their carries can't be killed in a dive.
And the thing I immediately pay attention to when we have late feats of strength like this, the initial boot upgrade, it really doesn't add a whole lot of power, but it's the ability to upgrade the boot an additional time after the first 2 big items
flash
are
Nico.
completed. Killer Instinct from FBI, Pop Blossom.
But
The
Rel will
follow
pay.
up here. Carrier on the defense as Ayla wanted to use the Magnet
Rel is dead
Storm.
now.
And they do secure the kill on Carrier, but now Doran jumps into the middle of
1 for
everybody.
1.
He gets one
Galio in a
down
bad
from
spot,
Ayla.
can ult out,
Support for
yeah.
support as the Galio goes up into the air and
1
gets
for 1
away.
so far,
Faker wants to
supports.
throw the ball forward. 100 Thieves disengaging.
But they use Rel
Another
flash
1
for
one.
this.
That was a double DP from T1, so honestly, a 1-for-1 there does favor 100 Thieves. It is just the supports going down. We'll see if they can
There
find
is maybe a
something
playstyle,
more.
by the
Honor and
way.
Faker trying to make their way back towards top. I love that 100 Thieves is playing around this. They have Herald, so they're going to try to zone
This could be
Faker
something,
away
actually.
from getting back to this
Let's go
tower.
check with Q,
And he
though.
might walk right into River.
Doesn't
he's just
know.
gonna throw the ball.
They're not going to.
If Akali stays, there might be a play.
100 Thieves want to go back to base, spend what gold they can. Otacon now going to be spawning in 50 seconds.
Rumble
I
ult
don't
here?
expect this objective to be
Thoughts?
immediately started. But in the fog of war... Okay, Rumble. I thought that he was setting up a trap. Looks like not going to be
No.
anything too significant. Squid going to push out this wave, and I imagine a reset will come through for him as well.
Honestly, I'm really surprised that River actually based there. Knowing that the Galio ult is down, I don't think there's much of a response that T1 can have to that sort of aggressive play, but didn't want to risk it, and as a result, they might be looking for Doran if he overstays as well.
I feel like they want
hard to
save
kill
Herald
this
for mid.
Galio.
I guess they are worried about their siege. Similarly to last game, they are a very short.
Does he even
range
die? I don't
composition.
think he even
Against
dies.
an Orianna, maybe they want to use this Herald to
Maybe
guarantee this
Pantheon
mid
has the
tower. Doran,
damage.
no, doesn't have his flash.
Does he die?
Nice. They stun him up with a Shattering Strike, and then they try to block the exit here for the Justice Punch. Doran cannot use it to get
does.
away because he would have to dash back
Yeah, without the
first.
Pantheon,
So
that's
an
not
actual
possible.
down
Force
Goes
it.
over to 100 Thieves.
No
Maybe
TP.
best angle to force, or?
Archon spawns. T1
Akali's
now
not
in a
TP either,
4v5
though.
For the next 30 seconds.
So how do you do
There
this?
is
You need to
also
wait,
no
kinda.
teleport on Doran once he respawns. He will have the hero's entrance if he needs it.
This is
The
not an
Herald
easy
is summoned
force.
Up here in the bottom lane. A Herald charge alone
But maybe
will
best
not kill
chance.
the tier 1 turret, and Quid is still making his way over to the battlefield. T1 stabilizing for now as the Herald is shot
They're
down.
not going for it.
Sitting in the fog of war, observers highlighting for us, but he was spotted on the entrance. Quid has to be so careful. T1 trying to collapse, but he will push them back with the assistance of his team. This Otacon, an objective
It's not
too
possible
scary
anymore.
to start, especially with 2 seconds until Doran returns to the Rift.
They had their moment, they missed the moment.
Converted
It's
into
not possible
anything.
anymore.
They get some damage onto the bot tier 1, but nothing really garnered off the back of that pick.
Yeah, definitely worried there, I think, about starting it up, about it being a flip or getting knocked down, because that would be probably a game ender or a series ender. But, I mean, they knew Faker is back in base, has no TP, and Doran is dead and has no TP, so I thought that might have been an angle they would normally go for. But definitely is going to be a scary proposition. Quid now has the Storm Surge completed, so he's on 2 items. And it feels like, again, this is going to be a game coming down to a pivotal dragon fight. You cannot allow T1 to get that 3rd dragon for free move to Soul Point.
All right, Doran's about to take the tier 1 turret here in the top lane, put T1 at a very, very slight gold lead. 56 seconds until that potential soul point for T1 does spawn. 2nd item fully completed for Faker as well. He has the Seraph's Embrace all the way involved.
This could be something, by the way. He has no target ult, no? He's gonna try to ult Jarvan. Save 1 CC. Save CC. Ooh. They didn't save CC. He can ult out. He can ult out. He's fine. They should have saved CC. Oh, hey!
To get away to a nearby ally, but Quid tries to follow here with a Shuriken flip. He goes in for the perfect execution. He's trying to still find the kill. Doran dies, and Quid's got the fancy feet to guarantee it.
Whoa! Whoa! This is Akali! Is that though? But this is Akali crazy, by the way! What's up with the mid laners today? Whoa! First night, now Quid. Faker last game. Hey! The mid laners today are going crazy. Wow.
I cannot believe that
the failed flash kind of the failed flash by Doran kind of made it worse though.
On the E, but he says, screw it, I'm gonna go in. He finds the outplay, he gets a kill on the Doran, the Rumble ultimate from Dokla.
They should have saved CC, no, for the Galio ult. They shouldn't have used Pantheon W, I think.
If it wasn't for Faker, he would have been 2 for 0.
But are 100 Thieves just gonna give the dragon? I mean, you killed the jungler, you killed the top laner. They're not even moving down there whatsoever. We can see this one more time. It's all about the chase, and Doran.
This is just a clean play. Like, he fails his flash, and only way out is the ult, right? So you need to save Pantheon W. Once you use Pantheon W, you can use ult out. So you need to save that. No matter what.
I mean, this was so risky. A nice interrupt comes through.
Nice timing on the Jarvan EQ, no?
It also stops. Oh no, the taunt does still connect, but the ultimate is still available for Quid. He still connects the E as well. That Rumble ultimate is huge because of how much damage it does to Oner. It ends up being 2 kills, but we're back to live. The dragon started off.
Yeah, Drake started Soul Point if they get it. Kali no flash. Just free Drake. Pantheon is late. Why is the Pantheon late? Why is the Pantheon late? The Pantheon didn't die, no?
Wanted to finish a 2nd item, so he does do that, but then you're allowing them the free.
Cannot be late.
And now they're gonna engage.
And that's just free Atakan now. Oh no, what are we doing? Quid? Oh, he focused. I thought he would go for the Saya. It's game here. It's game here, no? Low-key. I thought we were in for another banger. It felt like another banger in the making. But this is just game now, no? They get Soul Point, they get Atakan, they get the fight. Cannot be late for this Drake.
For simply approaching the dragon, T1 finds
Gabi.
4 kills. 100 Thieves positioning.
Alright, so we got T1 most likely
of T1's collapse. They
winning this game and therefore making it 2-2 brackets. It's T1, BLG,
and this game is quickly slipping away.
T1, BLG, CFO, FlyQuest, Koi, and Tess.
Watch it one more time. The dragon was already down, but they were worried about the potential of Otacon. So River has the 2 items. He
Tomorrow is going to be
here,
crazy, by the way.
Dokka's not with him. FBI's not with him. It's just such a good.
Tomorrow is going to be such a crazy day.
Start the fight very early. Oner then just locks FBI into the
I thought Quid would go for Saya. Kind of had to, no? Like, killing the Nico doesn't really do anything.
It just doesn't matter because even though Quid had a really great engage, avoided the Pot Blossom, he only kills the support. And
so now they got Soul Point, they got Atakan, they have all the grubs, Baron is spawning. Actually, we're caught here. Has flash, it's fine. Wait, he just walks it out? What? He doesn't even flash? He doesn't even flash. Guma in trouble. Dodge the E. Ooh. He did so much damage before he died. Low-key Baron angle here, no? For T1. Low-key Baron angle here, I think. Maybe they won't without AD carry. I think if Guma doesn't deal that much damage, that might have been winning for 100 Thieves. Honestly. He did so much damage before he died.
From Faker's build, and while Quid set his sights on the AD carry, Guma was far too resilient. Carrier was providing enough support. and 2 towers will fall off the back of that as T1 gain an even greater gold advantage.
I kind of want to see that one more time because it felt to me at first like maybe Doka was just trying to hold
behind.
on to the equalizer.
Still has flash on Ori though, and ult up again.
But they are going to go back in. Can they actually stop the
Wait, there's no play here, or? Is there a play?
Looking for it, he has no equalizer to try
Has
to
flash
stop
ult.
this, but they don't need it just yet.
He has flash, he's fine. He's just gonna ult and flash. He's fine, he doesn't even flash!
He's very low on HP.
Now he flashes.
On the approach. Faker and Owner both getting away over the wall. Quid on the chase.
He got it. And he lives.
Oh,
he lives!
He's not gonna find the kill under Quid here just yet.
Quid is insane! What?
Over to River.
He's so
It's 2
good.
kills for 100 Thieves.
What a fight there from 100 Thieves. They force it. They find the angle. Quid is back to base, but he has no TP. River
It's
is
5v3.
low. Owner is dead. They can't
This is
stop
Baron
the
Force,
Baron,
no?
though, because the rest of the T1
This is
members
Baron
are
Force.
very
It has to be
strong.
Baron
The towers
Force.
are too
No, the
low
situation will not get any
for
better than
River
this.
and Quid.
This is it.
The problem for 100
Or?
Thieves this game is that while
This
they
has to be
find
Baron
kills,
Force.
they cannot convert it into any objectives as Doran.
This just has to be a Baron Force. It's now or never. Now or never.
For now, 100 Thieves yet again looking for
Has
any
to be.
chance they can.
All 3 outer towers are
No TP as well on Ori. This is it.
T1.
Now or never.
100 Thieves know that they have the numbers advantage. They're Baron with the Kai'Sa relatively quick, but it's
They're
a
not
risky
doing it?
force and they're not going
They
to
have
do
to
it.
do it.
100 Thieves need to be
They're not
converting
doing
these
it.
kills
Wow.
into something to turn this game
I'm
around.
surprised.
100 Thieves have
That
not
was
claimed a
free
single
Baron,
turret
wasn't
this
it?
entire
They spotted
game,
Keria.
like you say, Vedius. Keria
It's
has
just a
been
support
spotted out.
kill.
Important to note, T1 also ahead.
100 Thieves are trolling now. Wait, they're just gonna get wiped now and lose the game.
They're ready to back it up with Faker and Gumayusi. It's 2 kills for free.
What are we doing? Why didn't we do the Baron?
And now with the top laner and jungler down
What
on
a
the
sad way
100
to go
Thieves
out, no?
side, T1 are feeling emboldened.
Quid is so good,
Doran
and they just don't
distracting
do
everybody here in the
anything with
mid
it.
lane as the rest of T1 begins
This
the
was
Baron.
perfect Baron angle, no? You killed the mid, you killed jungle. They don't have TP. You have 5 men alive.
They take out the jungler.
That was
they
it?
Take out the top laner. They convert it into a Baron, and now they've got firm grasp over game 2.
Baron into Soul.
And just what I was saying before the fight broke
Almost
out,
not
it is
TP, that's
over
solo.
2,500
It's
gold
GG.
worth of adaptive force for T1
It's
just from the
GG.
flower petals. This is one of the most one-sided
It's
flower
like,
petal counts
it's
we've seen
just
in a
below
game
the banger
so
alert,
far
you know?
at
Like, the
Worlds.
banger limit is like
Added on
here,
top
and
of
this game is
5,000
just
gold,
right
added
below,
on top of
scratching the
soul
surface.
that's about to spawn here in 2 seconds is huge.
Joko has no flash.
Gabi.
And he's going top, so they're just going to give
Gabi,
the soul.
Gabi, Gabi 100
They're
Thieves,
not even
Gabi,
gonna try
Gabi.
to contest it here.
So we got
And
T1
it feels
through.
like that might seal their fate.
99% chance. It's like a 99 win probability game for them, I think. 99% win probability. I wonder if they show it here. Win. What do they call it in League?
No
Win
Comet Spear
expectancy?
this time. The 4,500 gold lead.
In
The
Dota, I know they call it
200,000
win
adaptive force
probability.
advantage. The Dragon Soul, which is worth
99%, I
thousands
think,
of
right
gold
now.
on its own. You're looking at a realistic lead of 5 digits of power for T1.
The MasterCard price
How do you play
moment
this? You
will
don't know.
cement
What do you
another
do?
soul
Need to plant your
for
note in and just
T1.
go, but it's
30
impossible. Look at the
kills to
Orianna
12.
item.
100 Thieves have fought
Look at the Orianna items.
valiantly,
Can't even
but
die.
now
Just
they
3,000
have to
HP and a
keep
shield.
their base alive as
I gotta
T1
go now.
set the siege. This bot lane, though, they're not much of a minion wave to work with for now. Doran is going to escort a
Gotta
wave
go.
in the middle lane, but that's going to be caught by Quid. The wave clear isn't the strongest from 100 Thieves.
It's planting note, no?
I mean,
Right
they have
now.
basically
Just
no
go.
wave clear
Fuck
to
it.
speak of at all. River's trying to see, is there an angle? Will Doran overextend? But he doesn't need to. He knows it's just a matter of time before the T1 members on that bottom side are able to push in here. Keria is
Fuck it,
there.
we go.
All right.
Fuck it.
First inhibitor
Let's go.
turret already
Rel
down.
failed.
Into the
Rel
back
failed.
line
It's
goes
over.
River, but into the front line
That
goes
Nico
Keria.
play.
That's
Woohoo!
awesome.
Keria.
Somebody down, and Ayla's
That
gonna
Nico
follow
play
River
was
down
sick.
the back line of
GG.
T1. It's
NT,
4-10 already.
NT 100
And
Thieves.
with only
NT. This was
Quid
kind of cool
alive,
series. Not gonna lie.
T1 is ready
And this
to
game,
win
the second
this
game was like
game.
just below
Shockwave
banger
will
alert.
find the
Just
Akali.
below.
Quid will waste as
This
much
could have
time
been
as he
such a
can,
banger if
but
they
it
were earlier to the
will
Drake.
not
They forced the
matter.
Baron when they got the
100
moment.
Thieves left it all on the rift
Oh, it
in
was
their
close. It
final
was close.
series
Gabi,
of League
Gabi.
of Legends.
All right, so we got
But the
T1 through.
winningest team
Nice.
in the
Nice,
history of
nice.
the game
Oi,
will
oi,
not
oi, oi, oi. The
be
draw will
stopped
be
here.
insane, by the way.
T1,
This
move
draw will
on.
be insane.
It was always
Everybody
going
lock in
to
for
be
this draw.
such a
T1,
long shot
BLG,
against the
CFO,
back-to-back
FlyQuest,
world
Koi,
champions
Tess.
here. 100
3 teams
Thieves,
in, 3
as you
teams
said,
out.
They left it all out on the rift. They played
Oi, 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 oi.
aggressive.
Do we have any
They
invalid
ability.
matchups?
They came close
FlyQuest
at
cannot play
moments, but
T1, right? Do we have anything else?
Always building those edges, especially in this second game. Full control, play towards the objectives, hack great setup.
CFO beat T1, no?
And the killer instinct
So
that they
CFO
had
cannot
to
play
find
T1,
these
and
picks
T1 cannot
in
play
the key
FlyQuest.
moments
So
really
T1
did
have to
separate
get
the two teams.
Koi,
T1 will
BLG,
move to
or
2-2.
Tess.
They still need another series to make their
Really?
way towards the
That's it?
quarterfinals. But what a valiant effort
They have to,
from
no?
the Thieves. These players
Invalid
put
matchup,
everything
T1
onto
FlyQuest.
the Rift,
Invalid matchup,
and
T1
what a
CFO.
showing it has been.
T1 have to get BLG,
Cheering for
Tess,
the Thieves.
or
Their
Koi.
final heist now coming to a
Holy.
conclusion. Up
Holy
against a
shit.
team, the caliber and the
Holy
pedigree of
shit, we're getting
T1
T1 BLG,
to stand against them
T1
and play
Tess,
that
or
aggressively,
T1 Koi
that
tomorrow.
fearlessly. You've got to be proud of what they've
Oi,
done
oi, oi.
here today.
Oi, oi, oi.
Analysts
Tomorrow is gonna be
what are we
crazy.
thinking?